Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder at Blackadder's Place. I welcome you to today's stream. It's going to be a bit later, but yeah, well, that's because there is a game that I actually wanted to stream before it's gonna be too late, as this one, Last Epoch, is basically on Kickstarter, and that's gonna be ending in a few days. They are so far doing quite well towards their goal, and well, why it actually piqued my interest is because it's action RPG, quite similar to something like Diablo, or maybe you know from later days and years, for example Path-of-Exile, and I'm definitely interested in it, and also because it's actually having a demo, so freely playable trial version. That's something reasonably rare at these times, but in the olden times, for example at the time of Diablo 2 and Diablo 1 and simply around the 2Ks, it was quite usual to be having the testing version. So well, I'm of course gonna be using the opportunity to test it, look at it myself, and well, if you're gonna be interested, also give a bit of information how the game is for you as well. And you can of course go for the demo version yourself. You can get it from their web, which is lastepochgame.com, if I'm right now remembering things correctly. Let me check real quick. Yes, lastepochgame.com. And well, let's now read a bit of things and of course click through and whatever. So welcome to Last Epoch, Traveler. Please be aware that this is a pre-alpha build. Yeah, well, we are gonna be aware of course. That's quite nice that basically they are already letting us know and letting us play the game how it's gonna be. And from the little things that I've already tested, basically to make sure that my stream is gonna be working properly. It was actually working rather well already, considering that it's a pre-alpha. Anyway, the levels, art and gameplay do not reflect Last Epoch's release quality. If it's gonna be even better, then yeah, well, nice, of course. And the playable area is for testing and demonstration purposes only. We appreciate your early support, 11th hour games. Yeah, those are the devs of Last Epoch. Okay, so I guess let's get in. And there was another basically option when I was watching the game for the very first time. That was basically selection of like overall difficulty between pretty much normal and veteran, where veteran basically meant that you kinda knew what you were doing. So if you have played Diablo before or Path of Exile and something like that, you would know what to do. So veteran is for me, as yeah, well, I kinda slightly know what I can actually do in this game and such. So let's click new character. Wow, there's gonna be plenty of classes to actually play. You can see Void Knight, Druid, Marksman, Spellblade. This is something reminding me significantly of Daggerfall. Spellblade, there's Spell Sword as a class. It's gonna be probably something similar. A Warlock, Paladin, Beastmaster, Blade Dancer, Sorcerer, and Necromancer. Oh, Necromancer is definitely something from Diablo 2. That was my favorite character in there, but here we are having 3: Sorcerer, Void Knight, and Beastmaster. I'm probably gonna be choosing the Void Knight because usually in the early stages and to showcase the game the best, Knights have usually the best options how to use most of the things, like most of the weapons and armor that basically drops. So yeah, I'm just gonna take that. So you can go hardcore or solo challenge. Hardcore mode, that's gonna be of course standard like in Diablo and such, so that when you die, your character will be lost. Monsters may not be balanced perfectly in this build, so maybe can be heading into something rather unfortunate. And the solo challenge in there, in solo challenge mode, your stash shards and gold are separate for your character. A character can be solo challenge and hardcore. Well, that's almost looking like that. Basically, when you are playing, for example, Diablo 2, and you are, for example, using the, how's it called, the community patch that allows you to basically share stashes between various single-player heroes. That's gonna be kind of default in the game, maybe. I really don't know. I haven't studied the game too much. I haven't studied it too much because I think it lends for a better, basically, first experience, because it allows you to explore the game and basically see if the basics are solid. Meaning, if you are gonna be able to orientate yourself in the game, and if basically everything makes some kind of intuitive sense. Therefore, if the game is built properly or not. So yeah, solo challenge is then probably gonna be like forcing you into only playing without the shared stash. So if you are having problems problems with self-control. I'm guessing that might be something for you. Okay, so Blackadder. It's gonna be, of course, our character. The proportion of physical damage that armor mitigates is equal to the proportion of your health. Yeah, well, we didn't really get to read that help. Okay, so click to move. Okay, it's gonna be moving around. Health and ward. If your health threat reaches 0, you will respawn at the start of the area. Ward acts as a temporary shield for your health. Well, what's the ward? That's like the one on the E in there? Not sure. You're probably gonna learn a bit later. Health potion, that's gonna be located in your health globe. Use a charge. Oh, okay, so that's gonna be E. Yeah, so ward is gonna be the way, or rather the thingy around, probably. When you have it, it's gonna be kind of filled or something. Would expect at least. So health potion located in your health globe. Use a charge when your health gets low. It refills as you kill enemies. Okay, so they're probably not gonna be dropping any potions, maybe not even any kind of health orbs. Like in Diablo 3, it's probably gonna be like basically refilling itself. I mean, in the end, why not? Even though in the old school versions, of course, of these games, you always had the potions. When you think about it and how often they dropped, it's not exactly a huge thing if you actually move it and rather simplify it a bit. Maybe just a bit of a feeling thing. Somebody is up for it or not. Let's see how it's gonna be working. And skills and mana, use your abilities to survive and destroy your enemies. Abilities cost mana to use, which quickly regenerates. Right. So what skills do we have on one? Tempest. Spin towards the mouse while you hold down the ability key. Striking nearby enemies as you move hits at twice your attack rate. Twice the attack rate, but any damage applies at 40% effectiveness. Basically a lot of damage in short span, but not as big as through standard attack, it seems. Drains 20 mana per second. So odd, seems. You cannot be stunned while spinning, not affected by a weapon range, so that's actually important, that cannot be stunned. It's gonna be useful against guys, and especially bosses, I'm expecting, if they are bosses, probably. That will be having stun, to basically prevent that. Not affected by weapon range. So I guess you can have like, I don't know, some short sword or pole arm, it's gonna be the same. Okay, attack, melee, AoE, physical, alright. Left click, apparently movement. Right click is gonna be attack. Okay, so that's a bit different. Because in Diablo, basically move through the left path to also attack. Turn back, they're everywhere. Yeah, that's gonna be getting a bit used to. Clicking the right instead of basically the standard left. As for example in the so much mentioned Diablo. And this is like some kind of friendly, it seems. Apparently cannot hurt friendlies. Well, in a game like this, where you are gonna be like killing absolutely everything around you, don't have a problem with that simplification. Huh, there's nothing to read, but I need to get closer apparently. Gun hunting, well, okay. Thank you for the information. Oh, there's some dudes. Let's try the special thingy then. Oh! Okay. Now that's working well. And we got some first loot here. So vital silver ring of the monkey. Okay, so what's that gonna do? I for infantry, or rather infantry inventory. Just a bit too used to strategy games, so yeah. Infantry like that. And we are having some standard, of course, setup that we start with. It's gonna be broadsword, 13 melee physical damage, and melee attack speed higher. With some range. The range seems to be actually important for the normal weapons. Gonna have to test that if I find something like spear or something for basically longer ranges. Mercenary armor, 20 armor. Doesn't sell for much, 2 golds. And Knight Shield adds 12% to block chance, 90 block armor. Alright, so it seems like we are gonna be having different versions of armor, normal armor and block armor. And the ring gives better movement speed and vitality and dodge rating. Right. Ah, Hixunga. Welcome to your stream. Stats overview. We have 100 health, mana, health regeneration at 7, mana regeneration at 10, dodge 16, so it's gonna be improved through the ring, yes. And health regeneration actually gets better by 1, or 1 extra vitality. And 26 armor. So that's basically only through body armor, and for some reason it's actually 26, whereas here it's 20. Huh, interesting. And block we don't see anywhere. Yeah, not sure. I guess you're gonna see a bit later. Anyway, oh well, that's a lot of stuff. Okay, this reminds me a whole lot of the extra interface from the community patch from Diablo 2. Where basically the original game is not giving you a whole lot of information, just the basics. And then there is in the mod basically secondary screen with a lot of extra information to basically completely inform you of what your stats are and everything. So that seems to be the approach here. Makes sense. Strength 2 and Vitality 1. Not having a very huge stats here, are we? Not really. Movement speed 3%, so it's gonna be from the ring as well. Alright, so it almost seems like that actually if our vitality gets up, each point of endurance grants 10% health regen and a 50 void protection. Yeah, yes, that was exactly what I was looking at. Yeah, having all those resistances when I was removing the rain, it was moving quite significantly in there. Okay, so vitality is gonna be like maybe making up or getting resistances, but not sure. Maybe you're gonna be finding something later with resistances. Makes sense. And damage stats, well, that's plenty. Cast speed, melee attack speed. Critical strike, not huge. And apparently, critical strike chance to deal a critical strike with hits that do not have any skill-specific crit modifiers. Chance to deal a critical strike with melee hits that do not have... This is right now slightly confusing. Critical strike chance and melee. Does it like stack? Or is like the critical chance basically the result? And melee critical strike chance is something different. We're gonna have to find some stuff to see the difference for that. And critical strike multiplier, yeah, of course, 200% damage. Seems that we are having decreases on pretty much everything. Yeah, well, okay, so that was kind of introduction to all of this. Apparently there's gonna be a sort items option as well. Okay, this water is nice. And just to basically let you know, I'm playing on basically what they offered in the demo setup. When I started it up, it basically offered the lowest details. I'm thinking, I have done a bit of testing in there. Hey Tony, welcome to the stream as well. That there of course have been plenty of optimizations still to do. This is pre-alpha, so it kinda figures. But when I was testing it, VSync didn't work. Maybe it worked in menu, it seemed like, but not in the game. And basically my GPU is going 100%, and I'm having quite a solid one. 3 gigs RAM and whatever nonsense is, really. It's, if I remember correctly, 7900 Radeon. So it's really solid. It can do quite a lot. For example, ranking Donkam Deliverance on highest details, quite fine. On 1920 1080. So I think the lowest details preset in there are for that exact reason, but even through that it looks quite nice. Okay, some extra dudes. Come on, dive already. Philosopher's Silver Amulet. 10% critical strike, that's nice. And health regen for 4 seconds on potion use. Yeah, so we're gonna be having a bit better health regeneration once we hit E. And better critical strike chance overall. Okay, that's something that I want to actually check out. for the stats, what it does in regards to the critical strike chance and melee critical. Yeah, it really seems that this might be the overall, and this is only for melee range. And if I'm having something like some skills on range, it might be different in the end. I'm not sure really. I'm not really sure how it's gonna be working, but that's just a minor thing. Only ARPG, that's action RPG, so basically something that more or less Diablo established in... When was it actually launched? 1996 or 8? Somewhere there. Right now I will pull it up because I'm right now curious myself. I found the CD, so when was it actually? 1998, Blizzard Entertainment, yeah. Original CD here. So 1998, that was when the Diablo 1 came out by Blizzard. Stay back, wait, you're not one of them. Please, they attack us so fast. Get to the village, Cuff. It might not be too late. Okay, Cuff. Right, so you are some kind of friendly. Huh. It's like some kind of fishing trap or something. Yeah, there are some fishies. And there's a dude for us to kill. Okay, what I have also learned, and I've tried to play a bit to prepare for the stream, that actually battles and something that you can kill to get some loot is not exactly highlighted yet in this version. So you kinda have to try and test everything more or less. Which is kinda fine, of course. Yet again, it's pre-alpha, so it's not any kind of surprise. He's bringing up some dudes with him. Summoning undead Legionary of Shadows. Oh. Come on. And no loot? Seriously, and are we actually getting some gold somewhere? Yeah, having 90 gold. I will have to check that if it's actually increasing or not. Because so far we haven't seen any drop on that. Seems almost there's something interesting in there. You cannot get in, so far it's gonna be just some kind of eye candy, I guess. And that's a lot of dudes. Yeah, level 10, or rather 2. So we got Ancient Stone of the Turtle. And we did collect something automatically, unless I clicked on it by like mistake. 4 gold. Maybe actually gold is picked up automatically. Yeah, because we got 4, and something just seemed to be going into our inventory, just walking over it, so that might have been the gold. Better mana, so what does it do? Captain's Ancient Tome of the Turtle, plus 10 mana, a relic, and 24% minimum physical damage. Minion, that's interesting specification, so maybe not against bosses, but who knows. 15% health gained on potion use, so more efficient potions, right? And 7 armor, alright. Okay, we got 7 extra armor, but it's basically in effect 9. So we have to have some modification as our class, I guess. Is there something about it here? Oof. Damage, other stats. We haven't even looked at that. Bleed chance, bleed damage. Ooh. Apparently a lot of mechanisms ready in this game. Yeah, I don't exactly see. There is potion refill on kill. That's something similar to Diablo 3, if I remember correctly. But I haven't played too much of that, to be honest. I'm a whole lot more into the older school games. Like Diablo 2, for example. That was like last proper Diablo, let's call it that way. And these are the battles, yeah, they are not highlighted, but you can actually destroy them. So we need to keep an eye on what we can potentially destroy and do it. Silver Amulet and Witch's Burning Branch. It's probably not gonna be for us, I'm expecting. A Silver Amulet, 5% critical strike chance. And hold Alt for more info. Okay, so it's basically help. Increases your chance to deal critical strike. Your base crit chance is 5%. So 100% increased crit chance would give you 10%. Right, so this is how it works. So that's like very negligible improve on the 5% that we're having. If I remember it correctly. Anyway, and control is gonna be comparing with the one that we're already having. Yeah. Okay, so we are having the Philosopher's Silver Amulet, which is much better, obviously, and even having some extras. Ah, yes, Sacred, that's a similar kind of game. Exactly, Tony. Yeah, it's a similar kind of game. Yeah, well, we're not gonna be getting that, but we actually can equip Witch's Burning Branch. It's a wand, so it seems you might be able to equip things from other classes. So far, I haven't discovered anything that would be like class bound yet. Doesn't mean it's not there, just maybe haven't gone far enough in the game. Melee fire damage and 5 spell fire damage. And 40% spell damage for 4 seconds on potion use. Huh. I mean, I'm gonna just try that if it's actually doing something for us or not. Well, it's kinda cool. If it's actually like working for us or not. You know, let's see. I don't exactly think that it's doing anything for us. It's doing decent damage though, but I don't see any effects as far as fire damage goes. Didn't seem really that bad though, so let's hold on. A mercenary armor of insulation, that seems better because of the elemental protection and fire protection. Deft broadsword of insulation though. Better melee physical damage and 5% melee attack speed, that's nice. And overall even more melee attack speed increase, it seems, like 11% then. Elemental protection, nice. So I guess you're gonna just put this up. Yeah, because of the resistances. And 23 lightning protection, so apparently if we need and have some kind of problem with lightning monsters, you can get that. And their armor should be better than what we're having, yeah, definitely. So let's put that up. Well, okay, go in somewhere in the world. Yeah, this definitely seems like it could be passable, but apparently not yet. Even though it's some kind of destroyed bridge, it still seems like I could be going there. And apparently, so far, the graphics for the sword are the same as for the Witch's Burning Branch. Okay, so some Necromancer Wand of Insulation. Better minion damage and spell cold damage. Yeah, well, we don't have spells, so bad luck. Yeah, that doesn't have any extras like the one that we're having so far. We're having some new skill because we have advanced into level 2. Before we actually engage in there, let's learn a bit more about it. And that is Hammer Throw. Throws a hammer that returns to you after a short delay. This is a throw-in attack that scales with throw-in attack damage and throw-in attack speed. It is not a melee attack or spell. Okay, so that might be the distinguisher between the critical damage and critical melee damage in there, as I thought. So do we have like extra information here? Yeah, we do. Skill system introduction. Welcome to the skill system. Click on a skill icon to view its augment tree. To use a new skill, drag an icon from the skill panel to the action bar located in the lower left of the screen. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking an unlocked specialization slot located above, which unlock as you level up. Specializing in a skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning experience, which you can use to empower and augment it. Note some skills do not have an augment tree available yet. Okay. Oops, didn't want to do that. Let me like clean it up. Oh, don't move. No, it doesn't seem that you can actually remove it so far, or... So I'm probably gonna be stuck until we get something new. Well, it doesn't really matter. Let's click here. Does it have to flag the tree or something? No, I don't really see anything, so... Maybe it's really gonna be coming a bit later. You cannot drag anything there, it seems. Because it's locked. Maybe it's gonna be some extras. Don't know. Anyway, let's do battle then and try our new skill. Alright. And they seem to be quite nicely just in row. Well, thank you guys for the help and assistance. And which is very embarrassed at the same that we're having, but different stats on it. Spell damage. Oh, hello. And level 3 and a new skill right there. Volatile Reversal. Returns you to the position you were at 2 seconds ago, reverting changes to your current health and mana since then. So this is basically like the skill of Tracer for Overwatch. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just want to kind of normalize it after we apparently cannot remove it yet. So can we destroy anything like here? Doesn't seem so. It seems we're gonna be getting into town. There we go. Okay, those are gonna be... Oh, dudes already. 100 legionary. But we get some nice stuff here. Iron Spear of Wounds. Two-handed pole arm. Good physical damage. And crit strike. And bleed. And Cryomancer Sapphire Ring. 19 cold protection. 10% cold damage. And even more cold damage and elemental damage. That's a very nice ring. That's a really nice ring. And we have found Iron Axe, two-handed, and the spear. So I'm kinda interested in the spear, in the range. What does it actually do? Oh, we need to disequip and unequip. Oh, it's coming outside. Not entirely certain if it's correct. But that's just a simple thing. And we are right now having the spear. Okay, so how do we do? Okay, jab for quite long distance, but the damage is not exactly great. It looks way cooler right now with the spear. It's virulent. Tundra Axe. And Feline Mercenary. Why Feline? Minion dodge rating. That's why it's Feline. Yeah. Okay, I need to probably right now clear up a bit. The spear didn't exactly convince me yet. So let's put this up. Commands amount of insulation, we don't need that. And the armor is there, alright. Better elemental protection and fire protection. So far we haven't seen all that much elemental damage, and we are also protected against it, so I'm thinking that the dodge rating might be a bit better. Let's try that. Hello boys. And talking about elemental damage right there. Mana seems to be holding fine. And you're dead. yes, confirmation. You basically get gold by walking over. You're probably gonna be already overburdened. So unless you find some kind of seller soon, you're not gonna be able to carry anymore, or get anymore. Warden Tome, what does it do? It's a relic. We already have some tome. 10 cold protection, fire protection, Tundra Axe. Yeah, we are having this one. It's increase in mana and minion with physical damage and health gained on potion use and armor. So this does cold and fire protection. I kinda thinking this one is still better. It's even green. It's supposed to be better, so let's just trust that. Blighted Broadsword. And Reptilian Mercenary Armor of Frost. Better minion health regen. That's... Does it like mean that there is basically a malus? That the minions are gonna be regenerating better? That's kinda sucks, doesn't it? Oh, right now I'm confusing it. Right now it just dawned on me. Minion. Yeah, it's not gonna be minions like minions of a boss, of an enemy. It's gonna be minion like a guy fighting with you. Like some kind of... that we have seen. The animal at the very start. So you probably should have been able to like get him walk with us or something. Might have to go back there or try to see about it. I didn't see any kind of option. How to befriend him or some such. Weird. But anyway, yeah, that seems to be it. Okay, let's just drop our start in one, get this one in. And 17 cold protection and health. Well, so far it's not really useful. And we might be looking a bit later on if we can really find out if we can get the Wolfie with us or some such. Okay, some info. Posting bounty. Bounty for drow shells, speak to elder for reward. So there probably will be some people here. How do we get rid of this? Reminder. Reminder to fellow citizens of Briarhold. When passing the guard post, please refrain from feeding Maximus. Yeah, that's actually the guy. That Wolfie at the start. He was called Maximus. He appreciates it very much, and so do I, but we try to keep our guard dogs on a strict and disciplined diet. Thank you. Signed, Guardsman Taran. Okay. And blacksmith. Seeking talented smithy and businessman to open a shop in town. Talk to the elders. Right. Nothing new here. Just a bit of gold there. So how's it looking? Should be coming right now to the right. Yeah, there are gonna be plenty of dudes apparently here. Like plenty of them rising up. And let's also do it with those barrels in there. Okay, so far not able to go outside there. Seems like that you might be able a bit later in the game, and a lot of stuff that you apparently cannot sell anywhere. Rending hand axe. Mercenary gloves of the monkey, that's something that we could use. We don't have gloves. Now we do. And hurricane hatchet of stillness, that seems some kind of rare. One-handed axe, better melee physical damage and melee lightning damage and increased stun chance and minion damage. Right, what do we have in the sword? A lot of improvements there. And the better melee attack speed, I'm liking that a bit more than the hatchet. It's kinda big. Let's drop the Tundra Axe, that's kinda ordinary. And Shimmering Copper Ring of Regrowth. Okay. 16 lightning protection, 8% lightning damage. Some better elemental damage and health regen. So is it like gonna be better than something else? This one plus vitality. The vitality seems important, I'm gonna keep that. But the other one, cold protection and cold damage. This is lightning protection, lightning damage. 16 and 8, 19 and 10. 8, 7, 8, 7. Seems better. The Cryomancer's firing. It really seems better. Let's keep that. So Warrior's Copper Amulet, what does that one do? Lightning protection, we are having the one for critical strike chance. I'm liking that slightly more. Though 11% physical damage doesn't seem bad either. Keeping the crit chance. I'm usually trying to do crit chance. Crit chances builds in games. They're usually quite nice. And a helmet, nice. So we're gonna be fully right now prepared. And let's basically look at our guy. We should be able to use a wheel. Yeah, apparently yes. Or guy, it's actually maybe a girl. I'm not certain. Let's put off the body armor. Yeah. There are boobs. Okay. It's a woman. I wasn't sure before, but yeah. She definitely is. No problem with that. As I'm used to playing all kinds of characters in all kinds of games. So how is it actually gonna be looking now when we are going a bit more to the south? Yeah, are apparently missing boots, yeah. So we're having like nothing on the bottom part. We need to find those still. Huh. Okay. And this is the most that you can actually go back. As far as the scroll, or rather the... how is it called? The zoom goes. Okay, let's scroll those, and you're gonna be getting the hammer there. A skeleton with a pointy head is kind of funny. And there you go. Dark broadsword. There seems to be some kind of thing on the left on the minimap. Do you have? Oh yeah, we do have a large map. By clicking M. Right now we are at the square. It seems like that is gonna be basically like now letting us where we are, the blue circle or something. And there we go. Quite a nice world, and from the little that I have heard about it, it should be basically having a few like acts like in Diablo, about 3-4 or something like that. And basically we're gonna be like exploring the same world more or less over and over, but in different eras. So basically the places where we have already been are gonna be a lot different as the time goes. Interesting idea, so interested also how the story is gonna be going, how it's gonna be taken into fruition. Now there are plenty of things. Curious how far we can actually go, how long the demo is. The demo already has about, well, the download is about 2 gigabytes. But I think the whole, like, not really install, but the game is about 4, something like that. I'm the Legionary of the Lizard. Level 4. Alchemist Mercenary Boots. So finally some boots for us as well. And we have gotten some specialization. An Assassin's Broadsword of Sparks. Better... Okay, that seems interesting slightly. Better melee attack speed. The crit chance, I like that on there. Lightning protection. Increased stun chance. And mental. Yeah, that's definitely better, this one. And it's a very nice sword right there. Thank you. Good job. So this is like a town portal, I guess. Or waypoint, rather. Yeah. It's gonna be a waypoint into those circles points, if we can get there. But yeah, we need to discover them first. So basically waypoints from Diablo, right? And from, of course, Path-of-Exile and all the games like this. Oh, is he like bringing them up? It seemed like that he was basically summoning them. Rending Hatchet. Well, that's a bit too big for us right now. And a Sesh, that's gonna be probably first turn. We get right 2 right off the bat. So Sesh, dodge rating 27 and intrepid Sesh of Authority. Also dodge rating but 23. This was only... Oh, it's actually was better. 27, but otherwise tenacity for 4 seconds on potion use. Minion damage. What's actually tenacity? Don't know. But anyway, let's look at our skills. You're getting Shield Rush in there. And that requires a shield. Charge through enemies to the target location. You hit enemies in your path and in a wider area at the end of the movement. Okay. That's number 4 then. And we are actually having specialization. So what we are using a lot. I'm definitely using a lot the first one, Tempest. And it seems that it's gonna be having some kind of branching. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Ah, this is looking so much more like Path of Exile right now. And... So we are gonna be having a few slots. And we can develop a few skills a bit more, it seems. Right. So Iron Reach, increased area of effect per point. How many points do we have? 1 point. Reckless Combatant, 15% increased damage per point if you are not using a shield. Well, we are using a shield, so I don't exactly want that yet. Unbound Storm. Tempest drains one less mana per second per point and deals 5% increased damage per point. So the increased damage, that's something that piques my interest. Draining Assault. Tempest drains 1 additional mana per second per point. 20% increased damage per point though. Maybe combination of those two. The Unbound Storm and Draining Assault actually gonna be quite strong. In a Void Spiral, your hits with Tempest deal 2 additional void damage per point and take 5% less void damage while spinning per point. Alright. Well, of course, all of those skills are gonna be leading into some kind of trees and end results. So what are the end super things here? Deep Strikes. Tempest drains 1 additional mana per second per point, 40% additional crit strike. Okay, so crit. As I said, that's something I'm quite interested in. Increased mana regen. Additional block elemental protection without shield. Melee damage leached as health per point while spinning. Oh, okay. Now we're talking, that's also good. Leech is usually quite strong. Reckless Spin, you take 25% more elemental damage while spinning. But it drains less mana. Well, not exactly something I would want. 50% increased pool area per point. Cast Abyssal Orb, 30% more frequently per point while spinning. And from the Abyss, you cast Abyssal Orb every second while spinning. Abyssal Orb is a spell that seeks enemies. When it finds them, it detonates, dealing void damage in an area. So far this skill and this orb seems interesting to me. Void Fire Cyclone, 10% chance to ignite on hit per point. And 30% more damage per point against time rotting enemies. So, the crit strike definitely, it's kind of difficult path. But draining assault onto those orbs, that's something I want. So yeah, let's do that. He seems to be having quite a lot of health here. Come on, die already. And he's definitely summoning them. What just happened? Wow, alright. That seems like a boss, so careful. Leave me be, dude. Yeah, just a bit of running away from the enemies always works. Restorative Sedge, dodge rating and health gained on potion use. Not huge. We are having the dodge rating and tenacity on potion use, so not entirely huge, but I guess why not? But if we are gonna be finding someone to trade with, then that might be a bit more expensive. Do we actually have some price in there? Yes, we do. 27 gold, and this sesh was only 2 gold, so yeah, of course. There is somebody home, or at least recently was. You can see there's a out of the chimney coming the smoke. And it seems those skeletons were actually previous inhabitants, maybe. Yeah, seems like they kinda dropped everything. And either were killed, or just got bored of life, maybe. Anyway, Maul. Slayer's Thunder Axe of Conflagration. It's having a lot of things on it, and it's a green one, so it's gonna be even better than the other colors, probably. It's the first one of green. Variety, physical damage, cold damage, melee crit, 10% fire, chance to ignite and fire protection. That's a nice thing, especially since it costs 102. This is only 5 gold, so yes, we're taking that. And Toxic Sapphire of Frost. Oh, +1 intelligence. What actually does intelligence do? Oh no, more stats. Each point of intelligence grants 10% ward retention and 10% increased spell damage. Well, we don't have any spells, so not for us, I guess. Otherwise, cold protections and whatever. I'm having more on this Cryomancer's Sapphire. Okay, screw that. Good for selling, but otherwise nothing special. But I have to say, so far I really like the game. It's basically exactly what it's supposed to be, ARPG, Diablo-like and such. And here we are, finally some people we're gonna be able to talk to and maybe even sell them stuff. But to finish my thought, really, so far, I really like the game, and considering this is pre-alpha, man, that's a well-working and very nice-looking game. I can only imagine how better it can be if they put the extra work in. This is really good. Guardsman Samuel, this is in the end, you know that, right? They'll be back sooner than later. If you're lucky like the Majasans, they let us live as their slaves until we die, then bring us back to serve them again. If we aren't, they'll probably ship us east to the mountains, take us deep underground and don't trust for the experiments. We just delay the inevitable. Well, not being too optimistic there, dude. What about you? Captain Kirkstone, damn him, that coward mage. He talks so big about defending us with his arcane power, and what did he do? The second news that the Empire was coming, he ran. I swear if I ever see him again, he'll wish the Empire had got to him first. And this dude at the top seems like a trader. He's at least having a lot of stuff on a counter. And there's a Wolfie. Okay, that's Maximus, that's the guy. That's the dog that we have also seen at the start. He apparently found his way here, and... No. I almost thought that we actually got him into our pocket. We collected him somehow, but he just went beyond the building, or rather below the building or some such. And right now, yeah, we can transport, so let's test that out. Yeah, seems to be working fine. But also we can see the respawn already. Okay, so basically as soon as we move somewhere, the previous location is gonna be respawning, it seems. That might be just basically for the alpha, to let us play as much as possible. Maybe not, who knows how it's gonna be working in the end. Oh, that's gonna be our stash, definitely. Blacksmith, yes, there's gonna be a shop. Welcome to my shop. You'll find many wondrous things for sale. Okay, let's try the shop. Yeah, this is definitely a Diablo vibe. Okay. We're having plenty of stuff in there. I'm not gonna be buying anything, I'm just... Usually when I play games like these, I just live off what I find. I find it a whole lot more rewarding than even buying stuff. Unless I definitely need to. Sometimes there are situations that you really need to. But yeah, I really like to play my RPGs on my own finds. Okay, so just basically what we can be looking forward to, potentially finding a bit later. Hold shift and right click an item to buy or sell. Okay. So shift and right click. Yeah. That's exactly how it's working. You can sell basically everything that we have in here. Not gonna be using anything of it. Hatchet also not. Broadsword was the one we just started with. The wand looks pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's not exactly for us, and it doesn't do anything useful. And those amulets and whatnot, I'm gonna have to think about those if I want to keep special resistances for a bit later. The crit chance is definitely most useful for the fights. But 34 lightning protection is really a lot. I'm gonna keep that. Better than this one, so this one is going away. Silver amulet, better critical strike chance. That can go to hell. Having better one. And the rings then. Another lightning resist. You're having movement speed, vitality, and basically cold protection. So gonna keep that here again for the same reason. Cold protection, fire protection, ward in tome. Some fire protection, but we are having already 540. Well, fire is our biggest problem. So maybe let's keep that, just to make sure we don't screw up. The axe though, we're not gonna be getting that, so I'll just sell it for the huge amount of gold. Yeah, right now you can see that's a bit of a problem. That all the information you can apparently see that once you are in shop, you're gonna be shown all of it. Or not? Okay, I only clicked probably Alt, because I was alt-tabbing just a moment ago. So that was the reason for all the information. Didn't really want to do that, so it's not a game. But when you're having the Alt, it's running also beyond the screen. So yeah, that's something that will have to be fixed for the final game. But that's just a minor thing and definitely will be easy to do. But anyway, this one, yeah, don't want that. Not gonna be using this at all. And this ring is cold protection, cold damage. You already have one, and better one. And our cold resist is solid, so I'll just sell it for all the money at this point. And the armors then. Minion, dodge rating. So that's not useful for us, that's only for a minion. As I've just figured out a bit before, so we right now need to switch into something more useful. Minion health regen, but for us, cold protection and health. Or elemental protection and fire protection. This is actually better. And looking at the cost though, this one should be better. Maybe because of the health? I would actually assume so. That's gonna be probably because of the health. Plus 23 elemental protection. Wow, that increases the fire protection quite a bit, and that's our issue. Let's get that. Let's get that and screw this one. The reptilian mercenary armor. This one is also going off. Okay, so we are kinda ready. Sold everything. Thank you for your services. You also can look into the stash so that you don't need to keep all of this with us. And yes, a stash is gonna be humongously large. Man. No more deciding what kind of set items or rare items or runes or gems you want to keep as in Diablo 2. And that was one of the most annoying things, and not like annoying, but annoying that you just don't want to get rid of things. You when you have already found them. Just want to keep them forever. When you find something cool. And that's definitely gonna be allowed here. You can see even six slots and so huge ones. Oh man, that's nice. Thank you. Thank you, game. Okay, let's talk to the random people here. Oh, come on. Chronomancer Lerine. Welcome. I can undo a past action of yours for a price. Wow. Okay, it's interesting thing. Respect last passive grid allocation. Alright, so that's what it is about. She's gonna be respecting us if we want to. We don't yet. And no, don't want to talk to you. This guy. Guardsman Trenik. Talk to Halas over by the gate. He can give you a portal scroll to return here to safety. It's gonna be this dude. Yes, Guardsman Halas. Here, take this scroll. You can use it to open a portal to return to town by pressing P. Nice, so there's some portal. And apparently it doesn't occupy a slot. And is it like gonna be like perpetuous? Almost think so. Yeah, because he's telling us to use P, so I'm thinking so. It's probably gonna be a perpetuous. The cliffs. Okay. Necromancer, Wand of Frost. Right now, let's just collect everything. Oh, jumping on me like that. Come on, dudes. You're just gonna die for that. And there's some kind of barbarian woman or some such. Should I be destroying your barrels? Let's not be a douche yet. Let's see what she's about. Cassandra. Beware of the exploding bristle moss ahead. Oh, they actually explode. Thanks for the info. Some kind of huntress. Yeah, I'm not gonna be destroying your barrels. Who knows what kind of drink you have there? Some kind of rum. Or whatever. Oh, these are the exploding guys. Oh, yeah, they take a bit to actually explode. So we don't need to worry about going into the whirlwind, into Tempest. Okay, good to know. I'm still clicking on the alt here, as I'm used from Diablo. Just to highlight all the stuff on the ground. Oh. Loots. Blighted Sapphire Ring of Authority. 10 cold protections is 6% cold damage. And 80% damage over time. What? Unless it's having something to do with the time theme of the game. It might be like some kind of bleeding. Minion damage and lightning protection. Yeah, the vitality is important for all of those resistances. It needs to be kept. Cold protection, elemental damage. Doesn't seem to be better than what we're having. Anyway, Pyromancer's Sledgehammer of Conflagration. Two-handed blunt weapon. Yeah, nothing that huge. What's this? Oh, come on, die. Yeah, it's definitely nice that we don't have to, don't have to click. You can basically keep the button pressed on the mouse, and it's gonna be continuing fighting. And what was this? That's just some kind of eye candy. Don't seem to be getting. I'd rather be able to get that. Oh, that's some kind of boss. Nice. He's summoning all of those dudes here. Die. Alright. Nothing new here. Come on, get a bit closer. Mercenary boots. That's something we might have an interest in. Because our boots are fairly normal. But those mercenary boots are definitely not better. 15 and 7% better movement speed. But otherwise potion refill rate and health gain of potion use is better in here. Let's just keep them and sell them potentially later. But Sash of Regrowth, that's something interesting, because we don't have anything huge on this one. Better dodge rating and health regen and better health. So yeah, we're taking that. Thank you. And Buster Stout, Stillness, nothing. Nothing for us. And that seems like a spot. Is he like... It's almost looking like he's doing push-ups in that. Oh, die, dudes. And so far I haven't figured out all that much if they need to be in the purple to damage them, or if they can be also inside. Having a slight inkling they need to be in the purple and not inside. I haven't confirmed it yet. Fracturing Thicket Crawler of Shadows. Reinforcements on death has a chance to dodge hits. Alright. And oh, he's really dodging. You can even see it on the animation a bit. And he's dodging it like hell. Okay, but he's not dodging this. So let's just please die. What? Oh, luckily. Oh, no, E. What the hell is this? First time we had to use a potion, but for damn good reason. Well, that was a bit scary right there. Okay. We have a skill point. Well, that was a bit surprising. First interesting moment in the game. And so many new things. Alright. Kinda thinking maybe the loot might be a bit overdone just for the testing purposes. Which I agree with, at least it's quite rewarding. And Restorative Mercenary Helmet of the Giant. Health gained, a potion, and 9 health. 15 armor, 14 elemental protection. It's actually sweet. Probably better than this one. Broadsword of Sparks, yeah, that sucks. Toxic Hedgehog sucks. Wand also. Flaming Tundra Axe, yes. And I'm kinda glad that we're getting into the standard way of things in loot ARPGs, of discovering plenty of stuff that is just completely useless, and then a few that are actually standing out. So yes, that's how you like it. And waiting for the cool thing, the unique and the rares to drop. Okay, Restorative Mercenary Armor of the Turtle. 20 armor, health gained from potion use, and armor and health. Kinda liking this armor, but what about this one? You cannot really see the stats on the left a bit too much because there's the info thingy. So that needs to be solved. 100 in there, 109 with this one. With the turtle. And health 132. 126 with this one. And the elemental protection. The elemental protection is actually quite solid though, especially on the fire. And the health and the armor, it's not that different. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. We are already full. Well, I kinda don't feel like going all the way back to town every time to sell it. Feel like playing a whole lot more than that. Rocks. Let's do the skill point first. Let's do that first, really. Okay, so the orbs, that's something I was interested in. Or what's the virulent at the bottom? Tempestual Grasp. Tempest continually pulls in the enemies around you, so they are basically like drawn towards us. So that we can do more damage. And I'm interested in the orb, what it actually does. I want to see that really. Oops. Yeah, that wasn't too hard. Unallocated passive points. What? Alright, so there's a lot more to actually your skills than just what I have seen a bit before. Wow, passive gate. Passive gate introduction. Congratulations, you have unlocked the passive gate. Okay, so that's a new one. Use access points to travel down paths, increase your character's power, and unlock passive nodes. Use node points on passive nodes you have unlocked to gain powerful augmentations. Wow, this is really getting PoE style. Hardcore. Whew. So, I'm looking at the orb there. Infinite Pursuit. When you use a potion you gain... Okay, so it's something different. Maybe just the icons are not exactly ready yet. But Axis of Might adds 1 strength every 4 points. Adds 10 elemental protection per point. Advances threat axis up to 30 points. Axis of the Onslaught grants 5% increased melee damage, 5% increased damage over time, and 1% of melee damage leech as health. Yeah, the leech as health I'm liking. Advances the green axis up to 30 points. I'm liking this one so far. Axis of the Defender at 7 health and 20 block armor per point. Advances the blue axis up to 30 points. And Axis of the Abyss at 7 health per point and grants 4% increased void damage and physical damage per point. Advances the Violet axis up to 30 points. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm gonna green. Gonna go green, 2 axis points, 1 node points. So like 1 more? Yeah, 2 there. So right now we can actually get into these. Alright, so it's basically right now... Aha! Yeah, can you see that? That like arrow thingy. That's gonna be like... being shown in combination with the other thingies. And it will basically cover the skills that you can take. Right, so if you right now took basically 2 into the bag, we are not gonna be seeing anything, I'm thinking. If I understand things correctly. Don't exactly want to test it yet. Void Draught. When you use a potion for 4 seconds, you take 10% more damage per point, but gain 50% increased melee damage per point. Okay, so you can basically use even the potions tactically. Not only to gain health, but to gain battle advantages. Interesting. But right now we are getting 10% of melee damage leached as health, and 10% increased melee damage, increased damage over time. I'm probably gonna be just going full on onto this thing. So access points are done. And we can go for node points. Parry. 5% block chance per point, 100 block armor per point. That seems solid. Let's do it. Right. So everything prepared. So we are in some kind of forest clearing or whatever. There's something shining around it. Alright. Let's continue our journey. Oh. Saw the exploding dudes. Yeah, need to get away in time. Okay, boss time. Or boss time. Well, it's probably meant to be basically a boss. Yeah, and he dies. Oh, and they all actually blow up. But luckily not any kind of huge damage to us. Silver length just for basically selling. But other than that, don't need any of those useless things really. Sledgehammer of Stillness. Is there something ordinary that we can drop? The Falchion. It's kinda it maybe. Sash. Yeah, inventory Tetris, and we are a winner. We have found a place of the Sledge of Stillness. Right. Yeah, you were easy pickings. And that was the orb, alright. So that was, yes, the one thingy, extras. So far I even kinda like the world. Kinda nice graphics, even though they're of course not finished. And whatever, it's already looking kinda nice. Like in the style, not bad at all. Restorative mercenary armor of the monkey. Okay. Not huge. But it's better than those, so goodbye hammer. Let's pick up this one. Put it somewhere here. And... yeah, it's not gonna be better than what we're having. Hello, and down portal. Well... oh! Don't explode on me. Yes, let's go to the square. To sell our stuff, as we don't need it anymore. Okay, shift and basically everything. Oh, come on. And rings, yeah, they weren't really any good anyway. Okay, we are having plenty of money, 1500. Not like it's gonna be any kind of use, it seems. And definitely curious how far can we go in this game. So far we are having town portals or other portals everywhere. Press watch all the way, but I'm not really certain we're gonna be able to get that far. So I'm thinking maybe it's gonna be ending about there at the temple. Let's see. Let's see how long the demo is, but maybe even that's a bit too long for a demo. I'd be expecting the demo not be really that huge. But if they want to actually convince people that the game is worthwhile, especially for Kickstarter that is so far going on, still a few days left for it, so if you want to support them, they are very close to reaching the goal, then you still can. You can find the link of course on their web, lastepochgame.com. Well, you definitely can. And oh, some more stuff here then. Mercenary armor of tenacity. Good lightning protection. But I'm having this on because of the fire protection mainly. And I'm not gonna be picking up those normal thingies anymore. There's no point. Ursine mercenary gloves of the giant. Armor 20. 18 dodge rating. Those are having mini on health and health. Gonna guess what's better. I'm liking the health a bit more at this point. Let's pick it up. Oh, Skellington's hello. Oh, what the hell? What was the jump guy? Zerigzen. Oh yeah, that's a boss. That's a boss, alright. Okay, so you're gonna have to do a bit of dodging, it seems. And running around. Yes. Come on. Oh, no. Didn't catch it properly. Ouch. Leave me be. Ah, finally. Bit of a tactics worked, even though it wasn't exactly great execution, it kinda worked. Burning Branch, that's some kind of wand, yes. Dark Maul, maybe for something a bit later, some huge hammer. Goliath, polearm of course, Imperial Shield. Now we're talking, we haven't found any good shield yet. And it's still the starting one, it's 12% block chance and 90 block armor. 102 block armor and 28 block chance. Well, that's much better. Imperial shield than the Knight shield. And 145 block elemental protection. That's sweet. Thank you, Mr. Scarrington, for the better shield. Even though the price is not exactly huge. How can the Knight shield be more pricey? You can see 10 gold. And it's having 12 and 90. And this one is having 28 and 102. And it's having sell price just 5. Like, is this one like having some kind of sentimental value for our knight? I was just trying to find a way if there is a female actually version of that, of knightess. That seems really stupid. I just keep the knight. That's really strange. Anyway, this one is definitely better. And Philosopher's Mercenary Helmet of Tenacity. That seems finally better than something that we're having. We are having 15 and 14 elemental protection. This is 15 and health regen on potion use, potion refill rate and tenacity. That seems sucky. Now, I would like to know what's the tenacity. Is it somewhere here? Oh, there is tenacity. What does it do? Protects against stuns. Alright. When you take a hit, you have a chance to be stunned equal to 2 times damage dealt / oh, we're going into right on maths here. So nothing is actually kept secret. That's cool. 2 times damage dealt / maximum health plus tenacity. Okay, so I probably shouldn't underestimate tenacity. That's the message I'm getting from this. Because the better the boss, the higher the attack, the highest chance that I'm gonna be completely screwed. Mental protection going down, well, not that badly. Still having solid. So let's use the tenacity then, if they say that it's gonna be useful. I'll take that. I'll take your hint then, game. No, we can go somewhere further there. Where is it? Like here? Okay, so the minimap is kinda lying to us a bit. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so it was just basically this part. Thinking a bit that maybe something a bit more going on. No, there isn't. Level 6, thank you. Oh, he was already dead. New skill. Right. Okay, give me new skill, Vengeance. Melee attack that also prepares you to riposte incoming hits. If Vengeance successfully hits an enemy and you take a hit in the next 2 seconds, you will riposte, striking at nearby enemy. Right. So it's not like extra attack when we are surrounded by enemies. Cost 0. So that's like instead of, yeah, I was exactly thinking it's gonna be instead of the normal attack. I was just going to replace it. It apparently, or rather, it replaced itself by itself. So yeah, I understood it correctly, it seems. We have unspent point on the node here. So do we get like the Abyssal Flurry? You cast Abyssal Orb 30% more frequently per point while spinning. Let's do that. Seems like a skill that might be fun. And there we go, 1 access point. What skills do we have here? Water of Corruption. You take 10% more damage for 4 seconds when you use your potion. Your potion heals 80% more health. Infinite Pursuit. When you use a potion, you gain 80% increased potion refill rate per point for 4 seconds. And this one does what? Abyssal Slayer, 5% less void damage taken per point, 5 health gained on kill per point. Yes, that seems good. That seems good. You take 10% more damage over time per point, 10% increased mana regen per point. That sucks. Rather, I don't see use yet. There's gonna be some use definitely, but not seeing it yet. 40% increase crit strike, multiplier per point with void skills. It's a lot of crit on voids. I would like normal crit though. I have to find that. Vitality per point, attunement per point, increased physical damage per point, and tenacity. This is interesting, but hard way to get there from our path that we have already taken. Reduces damage, better armor, adds armor and increases movement speed. Avoid ages. Strength and agility per point. Okay, so these are the kind of void skills. Void damage. Okay, so some kind of refund on mana costs. Increase damage over time. You take 5% less damage over time. So over time seems to be some kind of mechanism in the game tied to the main idea of the game itself. With void skills, okay, chance to ignite. Agility per point increases attack speed, cast speed and movement speed. Void damage to attacks. And spells per point. Here it is for strength and vitality. But they don't increase stats. Sucks. Less void damage taken, 5 health gained. Okay, I'm looking at this. So potentially like moving the shadow and the arrow a bit more to the right side. I don't see really kind of crits, only with the void skills. So nothing all that huge. Okay, so right now this vitality does improve skills, this one doesn't. Anyway, the access point. So where do we go from here? This is better health and 20 block armor per point. Advances the blue axis. 30 points. Void damage, strength at every point. And mental protection per point. Advances dread. I'm liking this a bit. Let's go the point there. For some health and block armor. And oh, it's actually not working as I thought. I thought that it's gonna be like skewing even this one. Like towards the bottom. But not. It seems like that they are each of the axes are having like their own shadow. Okay, so that's making things a lot easier. Well, so that was leveling up. Let's move forward into more enemies. Plenty more apparently. Yep, dudes are dead. Yeah, and that big slash, that's our new skill, that's the vengeance. Flaming sledgehammer of the leech. Yeah, we don't really use two-handed weapons, I'm liking the shield. Feline mercenary boots, touch rating. Yeah, we're having better ones, I think. Health gained on potion use, better on... well, actually not that much. Having just the potions and potion improvements, which is not exactly huge. Feline mercenary boots, what they do? 15 armor, that's the same, 6% movement speed. This is 7, and minion dodge rating, but that's only for minions, we don't have a minion. So let's stick with the old ones. Come on. Destroy it. Ah, there are a few barrels to kill. Almost missed them. Assassin's Ancient Tome. Better crit strike. Now we're talking with tomes. Hello. Burning Branch. Not even gonna be bothering with that. 10 mana. Minion physical damage, so not for us really. Health gain to potion use. Yeah. Crit strike. Give that to me, boy. That is actually pretty good at this point. Especially since he's getting extra mana as well as the previous one. So I'm liking that quite a bit. Oh! Oh, what the fudge is going on here? Well, luckily those flying monsters actually need to follow follow bridges apparently as well, so that helps us quite a bit. And of course, those places then are exactly for our hammer throw. Nice. No drop, but I guess plenty of experience. Oh, now we're talking drops. So Great Sword of Stillness, that's a double, rather two-handed, so thank you not. Eviscerating Necromancer Wand of Insulation. Eviscerating Wand, well that has to be one hell of a wand. Minion damage, spell call damage. Grid Strike. Ah. But we are having 27 already, that's much better on our sword. Extra here, but there's some information. Notice, this building is dangerous and is hereby condemned. Well, that's not what I would consider important information to be highlighted, and there's something more here. Note, if you are reading this, you are already too late. If you are from the village, forgive us. You will understand in time. We all know that the shard that protects our town is the key to our salvation. It is only fear that has stopped us from taking it to the temple and rejoining it to the hall and wielding its true power. The power of the Epoch. If you are from the Empire, know that you will never have us. We will rather give our souls through cold and dark than let you touch it. Oh. There we go. Okay, some kind of cavern town. Changing sceneries. Showcasing some nice graphics. Oh, that just happened. Ah, enemies. Earth Golem. Alright, so these are gonna be the dudes right now. For us to kill. Huh, plenty of them here. Resistant to lightning. Well, we don't really have any kind of lightning damage, so... What? Some kind of grenade throwing dude. Stalacqua, okay. That's some kind of like tower structure. There was more here, right? Or was it something from the water? Yeah. What that? Ahuizotl. Yeah, that's gonna be like Mexican Mayan inspiration right there. Ahuizotl. Mercenary gloves, not huge. Berlin Imperial Shield. Oh, special shield. It's gonna be the first one for us. 28 and 102. 28 and 106. 151 on Black Elemental, or rather Block Elemental. Protection, and then 63 minion dodge rate, and we don't have minions, so pass on that, and that's 5% to block change. The chance. Still, it's better than the old one. So thank you. Some amulets. Alright. They're gonna be good for selling, so I'm just gonna be picking those up. And mercenary armor of the monkey. 20 armor and 80 dodge rating. That's actually quite crappy. Yeah, that one I'm having is definitely better. But we can right now throw off the shield. So it's definitely not as expensive as potentially the armor. The gloves are only 2 gold as well. That seems like some kind of trap. Come on, die. That's a big dude. That's a damn big dude. The Wind Earth Golem of Rampansi. Summons a twin. Oh, that's a huge twin though. What the hell? That got me slightly worried. Luckily he wasn't as beefy as he looked to be. Man. Nice, Talaqua. And we are level 7. So Pyromancer's not the next. Oh, that's gonna be dudes. Ahoizotls. Jeweled Circlet of the Giant. It's like a helmet. Health, spell damage, mana, armor. Okay, so that's basically for casters. So not for us. Dark Maul, 27 gold. And Night Shield, 10 gold. That's the one that we started with. Well, we can right now discard it. And can we like make extra space here? Sort items. Can't help them much, to be honest. Doesn't seem that we could be doing anything more here. But we are having the portal, let's try it. Let's P. Yeah, so you're in town, let's sell. Sell everything and go back. And allocate the skills, so... Let's go back here, and is it like gonna be infinite? I'm kinda really guessing so. Whoa, green one. Toxic Glaive of Stillness, not for us really. And Captain Sapphire, gold damage, gold protection, and minion physical damage. Sucks. Nice boots, 10 armor, we are having 15, but this is having 15 movement speed. And minion, that's not for us, but health and extra movement speed on top of that. Yes, we'll take that, that seems better. And gauntlets. Alchemist's Iron Gauntlets of Sparks. Wow, that's one hell of an armor, 34. 13 health, 24 lightning protection, cast speed, and... Yeah, the extra armor seems to be quite significant. 34 against 20. I'm taking that, and the skill, let's go for that. So, Erasing Strike, what does it do? A melee attack that hits all enemies in a large area in front of you. Enemies killed by the hit are erased from existence, replaced by Void Rifts. Added melee damage has 170% effectiveness on the initial hit, but none on the Void Rifts, which are spells. What? So like some kind of added melee damage has effectiveness on the initial hit, but then... Okay, so it's probably like getting some huge damage on first hit, but then it doesn't stack. Something along those lines, maybe. 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 Well, so far, what kind of skill we're not really using? We're not using the time shift. Let's put it on 3 then. Let's see if it's gonna be doing anything. And passive skill... I guess let's hit the Abyss Slayer. I'm really liking it. That's a big dude, and that's a lot of stalagmites, but I need to kind of... Aha! They're too easy to kill. Okay, so I don't really need to bother. Shattering Stone, what is that? Shattering Stone. Press F to open the crafting panel. Oh, that's some kind of crafting thing, so maybe like gems from Diablo. Destroys an item. Has a chance to create a random number of shards containing powers from the destroyed item. Alright. Yes, so we actually use it on an item. And depending on its quality, I guess it's gonna be giving us some crafting things. Huh, fun. And Pyromancer's Primal Axe of Conflagration, just basically for selling. And a Town Portal. Yeah, I don't need to use it yet. Oh, a lot of wolfies. Hello, Avizotus. And there's a boss of Rampancy actually in there as well. And he was definitely doing quite significant damage to us. I need to keep a better eye on that, because so far it seems like we are slightly OP, so when there are situations when we are not, then I'm kinda sometimes missing that. Okay, Ring of Regrowth. Gold Protection, Cold Damage. Yeah, having better one on that, and Attunement. Attunement, what does that do? Oops. Attunement. Each point of endurance... Okay, so Attunement is basically endurance. It grants 10% increase the elemental damage. And 30% or rather 30 elemental protection. Alright, that seems interesting. The plus stats seem good. Oh yeah, the resistances are cool. Thank you then. Hello dudes. Line up, pretty please. And I'm having an allocated passive point. Right. We also wanted to get to the left on the crit strike. One additional mana per second point. 40% additional critical strike multiplier per point. Yeah, I want to get there. Slowly. So let's just move that way. And what is this? Valorian Tactics. You cannot move while using Tempest. 50% increased damage. Whoa. If Tempest pulls, it has a 1% increased pull strength. Valor was the battle priest of Lagon, steadfast in his defense against the Imperial hordes. Well, that's kinda dangerous not being able to move, so we will have to have some kind of contingencies for that, like, for example, good armor, a lot of health, which I don't exactly feel I'm having now. Probably not the best skill to use yet. Oh, come on, die already. Green Amulet of the Owls. Shimmering Silver Amulet of the Owl. 7% crit. Having 10% crit, but then potion use an additional 28% crit strike. So does it work like I think it does? Where is our crit? Critical strike 10%. It's basically increasing by about 40% the base, which is exactly the 2% extra. That's how it works. Right now though, elemental damage plus 1 agility, mana and health. That's really good. It seems really good, especially the increase introduced stats. That so far seems to be really very strong. And agility, what does it do? Each point of agility grants 30 dodge rating and 3% attack and cast speed. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. Taking a bit of a hit on the crit chance, but we're getting better dodge, significantly better dodge, and some kind of attack speed by 3%. That's solid. That is rather solid. An imbued ancient tome. How much? Okay, that's for a spellcaster. You can see 11% spell damage, not for us. Oh, yeah, this is a bit of a massive thing. And level 8. Hello. Alright, so plenty of interesting things here again. It's an early helmet. Oh, there's still a dude alive. Not anymore. So the helmet. That's not better than what we're having. No, it's not. So for selling... Ah, Sentinel's Imperial Shield of Tenacity. 22% block chance. 80 block armor. That's a lot worse than the Imperial Shield. I'm gonna be just taking it for selling in any case, so just pick it up. 71 block elemental protection, 12 tenacity, 7 elemental protection. Huh. In cases the resistance is basically in there. Ah, the decreases them. It really decreases them in the end. Okay, so block elemental protection we are having basically 171 with the Sentinel. Is having 151. That adds 5% to block chance. Block armor 106. I'm really thinking this one is better. And Ursine Mercenary Boots of the Turtle. Armor, movement speed is way worse. Minion health, not for us, the minion thingies. Better armor, 19. It's a lot better right now, because that's 34 against 10. And 10 movement speed. So what's better, health than armor? I'm thinking armor. Let's see. Armor seems better. Especially since it's so significantly better. Or rather higher, not better. That's what we don't know. Is there something here? Yeah, there is a barrel to kill. That seems to be about it. And since we are also level up, we are in a corner, let's go for the skills. And we have a new skill, Abyssal Echoes. A Nova that echoes from enemies it hits and applies Abyssal Decay. Enemies with Abyssal Decay take void damage over time for 6 seconds. If they take a hit, all the damage from Abyssal Decay is dealt to them immediately. Huh. Right. Let's try that. Let's put it instead of the shield. We also haven't tested the number 3 there yet. And the passive point... Yeah, the axis point, I really want to get there. Okay, let's prepare for 3 and 4 then. But I need a bit more enemies, it seems, for that. Oh, there's some kind of dude. And that one seems dangerous. Alright. So how about... Wow. You can see that mana actually can go into the minus. So even if you're having like low mana, you can still cast. You don't have to have the remaining mana for that. And it's gonna go into minus and then regenerate. That's an interesting mechanism. It's basically in all the games that I can remember, you need to have the or rather the mana for it. And here not, you are just going to the minus. That's a really interesting new mechanism. Probably not gonna be brand new. Oh, go somewhere else. Yeah, finally he's gone. And health still fine, don't need a new potion. So Cryomancer's Primal Axe, not for us but for selling. Kind of gold hurts or hordes. Not sure. Not sure what that is. Cobwebs. Good old spiders come in, maybe. Oh yeah, this is for number 3, certainly. Doesn't seem to be that effective, and it's actually plenty costly on the mana. It's costing about 60, so I can have like 2 hits. So 3 so far hasn't convinced me yet. Number 4 then, let's see next time when there are a few more enemies. Like here, for example. Ooh. Those maybe weren't the best enemies to try it against. Those standing there. Here we go, Trollmud Swamp. Ooh. Moss Troll. So do you also regenerate? Oh yeah. He slows though. He certainly does. Yeah, right now I don't exactly want to go back. Yeah, you're dead. He's getting us some helmet, right? Yes. Oh, that's a nice one. And good armor. 41. But does he have tenacity? No, it doesn't. 41 armor though. Let's equip that. Let's see if it actually changes appearance yet. A bit. Not too much. This open bassinet definitely wasn't what she was wearing. This is definitely a bit closer, but still not it. So I'm hoping that's gonna be in the full game a bit later. This is still, I have to remind you, this is pre-alpha. So very early version of the game. I would be liking if actually he changed with basically every kind of piece of armor that he can get. That's really cool if everything is reflected that way. So let's try the number 4. It's not really working very well. I probably need to understand it a bit better to use it properly. Oh! Hello little dudes, coming out of big dudes. Yeah, those 3 and 4 with the void thingies, the void damage, seem to be basically requiring some kind of synergy with the void damage, other things. So probably you can make some kind of build around it, I'm expecting. This game really seems to be aiming for quite interesting builds, similarly to Pillars of Creation, or other Pillars of Creation. Pillars of Eternity. Pillars of Creation, that's a book from the Sword of Truth series by Terry Goodkind, which I love, by the way. And level 9. Yeah, right. Let's do the skills. So specialization, no. Okay, so we can go for another skill that's gonna be improved. So far what we are using quite a lot is of course hammer throw. And can we like even normal attack improve and vengeance? Can we like remove it? Apparently we can. Yeah, I'm using the hammer throw a lot, and devouring orb. That's a new skill. So creates a devouring orb at a target location that casts a void rift whenever something dies nearby. Each successive rift has 12% increased chance, another damage, and area of effect. So against basically mobs, if I understand it correctly. Let's put it on and test it, but I want to get hammer throw into the skill tree. And what do we get here? Well, that's plenty of stuff. Okay, so what kind of end skill we're gonna be aiming for? Reduced attack speed and damage per point. But hammers can ricochet into an additional target. Well, the way I use it, it's not exactly something I would want. Removes the chance for your hammers to deal double damage. Your spiral and hammers orbit you. Okay. Hammer throw deals 20% reduced damage, but is free when you have no mana. Huh. That's funny. So it's basically infinite hammers. So in like with combination of other skills that take a lot of your mana, you might then use this in... That's a good combo. That is something to keep in mind. Shattering Force. 10% chance per point to shred 40 armor for 4 seconds or on a hit. Disintegrating Aura deals 25% increased damage per point. Yeah, that seems something we want, so probably the right side. And increase 6% increased attack speed per point. Yeah, that seemed to be having a bit of a downside of how the spell works, so I'm liking this quite a lot. Reduce attack speed, enemies take 12 void damage per second. Yeah, I like this branch to the bottom. And the one on the left, increase stun chance per point. Not bad. Not bad, the stun is not bad. And adds a 4-second cooldown. 3 mana gained on hit. Yeah, I don't want cooldown on this. Increase projectile speed per point. I'm going down here into a rapid disintegration. 10% reduced projectile speed per point and 20% increased damage per point. No, doubles the number of additional projectiles. 20% reduced damage per point. And hammers no longer return to you. Hammers have 30% chance to deal double damage. That's risky, but maybe it could work. Just basically gonna spam the hammers. And like, well, it kinda maybe makes sense. Maybe it really does. Anyway, unallocated passive points. We have in one axis. Yeah, I really want to get as fast as possible on the top side, especially for the Abyss Slayer, for the extra gain on health. And where do we go from here? We're already on the Trollmat Swamp. Alright. Let's go right. There seems to be a way at the top, so maybe this is gonna be like end of the road here. Alright, that's a bit dangerous. Nice. Rejuvenated Sash, we are having better, right? Yes, much better. Much better. Preparing for sell. Yes, doesn't do anything huge. Oh, green ring though. The Vital Ruby Ring of the Monkey. Fire protection, that's something that I could use. Fire damage. +1 vitality. Minion health regen, not fast. Dodge rating, cold protection. This is cool. This is having +1 vitality. Yeah, so that is definitely getting replaced. And broadsword. Conduit's broadsword of wounds. It might be better than what we're having. 13% physical damage and 6% melee attack speed. That's the same. 27 crit. Well, this doesn't have any kind of crit. It's a shame. Lightning protection 14. And 18% increased stun chance. And this is having lightning damage, melee lightning damage, a lot of lightning damage, and bleed, and shock. It's a lot of extra damage. Let's test it. Looks sweet. Unless we find enemies that are immune to lightning. Then we're gonna be sad. That's a lot. Oh! Some big dudes. We could... Come on. And those are like really big though. And I'm having an allocated skill point right now. So, oh, okay. So actually this is the reason why I'm looking at it now. I was just discovering it a bit before because I thought I leveled up properly. But then I noticed this skill point things. And it seems that the leveling up is actually like two parts. One part you get the main skills. And then when you use the skills themselves, you're getting those skill points. Like on them. So like a combination of classic improvement per level and Diablo-esque, or other Diablo-esque, Daggerfall-esque, so basically Elder Scroll-esque maybe you could say. The more you use it, the better skills you'll get in that. Okay, so we need to get what? Level 2. Or what is like, what are those Roman numerals in there? Is it like that I need 2 skill points in this to move there? Let's try. Oh yes, that's exactly what it means. You need 2 skill points in here to move there, and 3 in here to move onto this. Alright. Good to know. And we apparently those spell points, or those skill points then, since I don't understand how they work, they are for each skill separately. They are not overall gained like by going the major level. Alright, so what do we want here? We wanted to get into the crit strike, which means that we need secondary here. Now what is this? Mana regen, increase damage per point. That might be interesting later, but I want to get onto crit strike. So that means we need here to go here. Yep, that's what we need to do. That's a lot of dudes. Select. Oh, the enemies need to die against. Can I like get through? Yes, I can. I need to lure them nearby. Oh, damn it! It just disappeared. Wow, that was easy to kill them. But I don't think that was because of the orb. Huh. I'll have to somehow figure out how to use the orb properly. Because I'm fairly certain I didn't use it properly. Okay, we're kinda full. We just even get the club and go back to town. Yeah, it seems that we don't really need scrolls. It's gonna be like continuous portal ability. And let's just sell everything again. I even sold our old sword because the new one, I'm really thinking it's better. Oh no! Yeah, that's gonna... Oh, that sucks big time. Basically, when you go into town with portal and then to portal back, anything that was left on the ground is actually gonna be gone. And you can see that even the area is respawning all around. Yeah. I knew that it was actually happening with waypoints, but it's apparently happening also with portals. So yeah, once you are in an area, yeah, don't go down portal. Don't do that. And the shattering stone and copper ring for selling. So do they like not stack or rather stack? They apparently don't. Well then. Good to know, I guess. Oh, that's a big dude. That's a very big dude. And annoying because he can probably slow us if he hits us. And if I run away from this, I'm gonna be running into more enemies. That's let's say unfortunate. You at least killed all of those. Come on, start running. Start running, woman. Wow, he's regenerating fast. Okay, so it seems that he's regenerating as rather when I'm not hitting him. Let's try to fight him head on then. Seems we should be able to. And he gave plenty of experience, so thank you for that. Continuing on the right, and node point, that's a new one right now. So do we want to keep it for the Abyss Layer? Because apparently the node points are very rare. Like one every, I don't know, 5 levels, maybe even. No, don't want that. No. No, but I really want those Abyss Layers. And maybe the Combat Mastery here. Not sure about it all that much. Agility per point. Increases attack speed, cast speed and movement. Athleticism seems interesting. Adds 5 void damage to attacks and spells per point. Increase attack and cast speed by 5% per point. It's not bad. It's really not bad. I'm gonna have to make my way there as well. Anyway, let's get right now the better blocks. That could help us in the immediate vicinity. Ah, hello Skellingtons, I haven't seen you for quite some time. Oh, I have been slain. Okay. That's the first time. Yeah, that's exactly the reason that or rather think I talked about it before. That actually the game, or rather the way that you're playing, it seems that you are really OP. And the game really doesn't tell you that you are dying, which is okay. It's absolutely okay, you should be just paying attention. But yeah. Okay. So there it is, they were just doing a whole lot more damage than I thought. So you have been slain by a Soul Gazer from an Imperial Death Knight. This is not how your story ends, Travel. Return to the place of your failure to regain home and continue on. Okay, so start here from the last spawn, basically. And it seems this time it doesn't respawn, the enemies, because you haven't left. You haven't probably left, how is it called, this instance, basically, of this part. Did we lose gold? No, we didn't lose anything. So not entirely certain what's the bonus. Probably nothing yet. But if it's gonna be anything like Diablo, then it will be basically your gold. And that's a lot of stuff here, though. Let's allocate the skill first. Reduce attack speed. Enemies take 12 damage. So I want the rapid disintegration in there. I'm liking that quite a bit. It's gonna be a bit slower, but hopefully a bit more potent once you get the other skill. Maybe I could have waited with the skill points to have the whole tree, because right now maybe not gonna be that useful. A Shattering Stone, yes. A Vessel Falcon, potentially for selling Circlet. Yeah, that's for spell damage casters, so not for us. Wand pretty much the same, and those are just gonna be useless. So maybe if you're gonna be selling them a bit later. Ah, hello boss. Oh, still alive. Not anymore. What I'm also slightly concerned about is basically how the size of the enemies really is not representative of their strength. Because you could be thinking that those huge dudes, and sometimes when you are having like the twin monsters that summon their doubles, like absolutely huge monsters like across half of the game and of the screen, are not as strong as you would be thinking, basically like normal enemies. So yeah, this It's basically a visual representation of enemy strength. I think that should be a bit improved. Okay, they're not really doing all that much damage. 12 gold. It's not bad. And yep, here we go. That was the path. Oh, apparently we cannot get some smaller minimap. But anyway, that was... maybe I do have to go back a bit. I will check. Let's sort of enemies again. Let's see, level 11. Ooh, big dude. Okay, this is really powerful skill, like significantly powerful. And you're a troll, so I should be able to basically get on here one-on-one fine. Yep. And that's the start, you went the right way. And yes, we are exactly where I wanted to be. Okay. And in the meantime, we can get the skills then. Anomaly. Sends an enemy forward in time by 4 seconds. So does it like mean that he gets like 4 extra seconds of damage? Or regen? Huh. That is strange. The orb is kinda weird, let's not test that anymore. Otherwise here we want to get forward. Tempest drains 1 additional mana per second per point. Increased movement speed per point was spinning because I want to get there. 40% additional critical strike multiplier per point. I want that very much. But here we go with Disintegrate. And passive point. Damage to attacks and spells per point. Increase attack and cast speed. Yeah, I want to get here also. So where do we want to go first? Abyss Slayer. Onto basically Life Leech. Or better damage. I think I want to get on the Life Leech first. Even though it's gonna be taking a lot of skill points, like about 15 extra I'm expecting. I'm really thinking it's gonna be the first one I want to go for. Alright. Plenty of enemies there, plenty of enemies everywhere. Let's activate this. Oh, that's gonna be apparently just like a bit of a bend in there. So I'm gonna go through the bottom. Big dude. Significantly big one. Let's keep an eye on our health this time. Where did he come from, that big one? Is he like summoning them? I don't know. Yeah, familiar heroic. It's whoa. Almost died again. Almost died again. Clicking some random numbers in here before I found my E. Level, good. Leveling up really fast. I'm thinking this is gonna be also accounting to the settings of demo. Basically let us experience a bit more of the game. Yes, it's gonna be an easy fight. Wow, he increased attack speed. Okay, that was the enrage. Yeah, that was enrage is at half health. He was having the ability. That's what happened in there. I was really wondering how suddenly he was just so fast. It was the enrage. Alright. The skill. Rife. Slashes in a full circle around the character, lacerating on hit. Lacerated enemies take physical damage over time for 2 seconds. Based on your added melee damage, laceration does not stack. Seems fun. So I need to try the extra skills. Moving towards the top. More damage taken, but potions heal better. Yeah, I don't care about that. Okay, let's try those new skills here. Okay, the laceration, for example. That seems fun. Oh, so this is what it does. The anomaly. Okay, it takes them out of the question. Let's see how much health is he like gonna be gaining or losing. No, he's staying the same. Okay, so that's kind of funny. That's a very interesting mechanism, to be honest. That basically allows you to tactically choose an opponent you don't want to fight now and remove him from the battle temporarily to deal with the others. Oh, that's cool. It's a good idea. 9 health, tenacity, and health regen. Dodge rating, quite solid. Health regen and health. 5% health. It's a lot. Yeah, well, this one is better than I'm bearing. Mighty Ruby Ring. What does that one do? Fire protection 17 and 1 strength. Yeah, that's cool. But this one is definitely a keeper. Dodge rating. Attunement, health regen, 14 cold protection and cold damage. Yeah, we don't need extra fire. Okay, some kind of end area. Number of monsters definitely larger than usual. Let's start them off with laceration and then finish up. Right. New skill. Okay, so we are basically right now powering through the skills, I'm thinking, so that we get to test everything in the demo, or rather most of it. An ephemeral stance. Toggles ephemeral stance. While in ephemeral stance, you deal 70% increased physical and void damage, but lose 7% of your current health when you use a skill and lose 30% more mana from mana drain effects. You can only have one stance active at once. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, anomaly doesn't cost gold, or rather doesn't cost anything. Well, the anomaly, that's probably gonna be interesting in some kind of playthroughs. Right now, let's go with the ephemeral stance to try it, I guess. What are actually those dots there? What does that mean? I wonder. Anyway, let's increase right now everything here. Yeah, we continue on our way there, and that means precise spin. Tempest drains 1 additional mana per second per point, but 4% additional chance to crit per point. Yeah, this is gonna be really huge. Increasing our damage significantly. And passive points, yes, to the top. To the top we go. No battles. The Putrid Lair. That seems ominous. good old enemies. Thralls. Nothing to destroy here, it seems. Oh, come on, get out. Oh, well. Okay. Mega boss. Is there like some kind of safe option here? No, there isn't. You are basically like in Diablo and otherwise. Path of Exile, no saving, just waypoints. I guess. So let's do it. Let's do a bit of laceration. Wow. Okay, this might get slightly challenging. I think in combination of 1 and 2 is gonna be working here. Oh no, I just need to time it properly. And all those attacks here extra. Okay, dodge, they are out. So far we seem to be having enough regeneration to actually stand her up. Quite fine. And she seems to be like kind of killing her own offspring in there. Because they don't really seem to be surviving at all. She's gonna be... Oh, well, that was good hit. Direct hit on us. Our hammer is definitely working. And she is dead. Come on. Yep. She's... Oh, you can feel it, how thin the barriers of time are here. You can feel how the threads of fate are pulling you forward, pulling you to a future filled with darkness, a future that has been ruined. Oh. Okay, so right now we are going through the time traveling part. That is supposed to be the hallmark. And yeah, that's a lot different here. Yeah. That's definitely not as lush as it was before. Get the lair. What if you like now move back? Can we like move back into the previous map? No, we can. Oh yeah, maybe we can. Yes, we can. Or not. No, no, there's a tree. Okay, so we are not allowed to go back. Kinda interesting what's actually gonna happen if we go to Square now. Because that should be a different town. Apparently everything is still the same. So maybe like the movement in time is just gonna be like regional. Alright, now let's put this into stash. Should also kinda try it a bit later. Before we are finished. What that actually crafting thing does. Sundered path. It almost seems like a normal dude, maybe. It seems like a, yeah, a dude turned into stone. Not really thinking that's actually a statue. It really seems to be a normal guy turned into stone. And this one also. Scavenging Hound of the Stag. Yeah. If I had to guess, that's gonna be a turned into stone guy. 14. New skill unlocked, Juggernaut Stance. Let's have a look at that. Toggles Juggernaut Stance. While in Juggernaut Stance you take 40% less damage, but have 20% less movement speed and 40% less attack and cast speed. You can only have one stance active at once. Yeah, so basically Ephemeral Stance is for damage and attack, and Juggernaut is for better defense. Yeah. Alright. Haven't even tried the stances yet. And there was a point, yes, in here. The music kinda got low here. It's just gonna be increasing it at least a bit. So that you also are having some kind of fun out of it. Maybe this is gonna be enough. Sundered Path. Oh. Oh, right, there we go. So they're coming alive. Corrupted statues. So maybe there are some statues, but I'm not really sure. Okay. That's some kind of big dude. And there we go. Plenty of interesting stuff dropping, and they are still spawning here out of somewhere. They keep spawning. Well, not anymore. Anyway, let's see if he has some improvements here. Rending Longsword of Authority, 19 melee physical damage. That's good. Better range by 20 centimeters. Then melee damage 9 extra. 6 melee attack speed. This doesn't have improvement on speed. Minion damage, we don't need that, and adds 12% chance to ignite on hit. Increases the damage, but doesn't have so much more into elemental damage. Let's see on the stats screen if it's gonna be getting us some better information. Physical damage 10. The difference in the lightning damage is about 8%. And bleed and shock. And ignite on hit. This is just having better damage. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for the better damage. And those are... Whoa, Abyssal Ancient Blade of Stillness. That's one hell of a damage in there. And the Ruby Wand. Come on, come alive on me. Ancient Tome. Okay, could be an improvement maybe. +1 to Vitality. This one is only quite a lot of crit chance. 34%. This is at least 16, but +1 Vitality is cool. Yes, the Vitality is very good in that. Let's pick that up. Let's do the stands here. The question is it like active? Cooldown 1, toggles FM. Yo, it's a toggle. Right, so we can basically either use it or not. So if we use it, he's gonna be... Yeah, right now we're using it. Alright, let's see how it does. Okay, it's a big dude. Luckily not really as strong as he might, rather as he shows himself to be. The brave eater of the hair. Oh, wow. That was damn close right there. Almost got me. Come on, boys. Want to have some fun. Should be also coming alive now, yes. Oh, we were stunned in there for a moment, definitely, because I couldn't move at all. That was pretty dangerous. Yeah. Die finally. That was a bit challenging in there. As we are right now on level 15. Yes, to the right side, and this to have all of it. And skill points, yes, we are moving to the left as fast as possible. Ooh, that's a lot of people suddenly. Rancer. What is that? Two-handed polearm. Oh, that's an interesting weapon. Though not for us. So I'll just basically leave it here. There you are. Coming alive behind me. Oh well, that's a big guy here. Ouch. That's a solid damage. That's a right solid damage there. Ow. There we go. Quite good loot in here. Catapult stone hammer. Throw in attack damage. How does it actually work? Throw damage is like gonna be helping with the hammer throw. I kinda guess so. It's probably gonna be it. Philosopher's... Oh well, iron armor of tenacity plus 36 armor. That's quite a solid improvement. We are right now having the elemental protection and fire protection in there. This goes for potion use, health regen, and refill rate and tenacity. The extra armor, that's really good. I'm taking that. Is it letting us look more cool? Not really. Doesn't seem to be implemented yet. And some kind of useless stuff that I'm gonna be selling a bit later. If we actually get into some town here again. Okay, so those should be still coming alive, please. Yep, want to kill you. So we're level 16 and we have a new skill. Which is actually a double. A Ravaging Stance. Toggles Ravaging Stance. While in Ravaging Stance, you lose 5% of your current health per second, but emit an aura that afflicts nearby enemies with a Ravaging ailment that deals void damage over time but does not stack. You can only have one stance active at once. Okay, so that's gonna be actually pretty good combination with the Tempest, with the Whirlwind. But you need to have a lot of health before you do that, and a lot of armor. Yeah, that seems interesting. And Dark Fissure. There is a powerful melee attack that leaves a Dark Fissure that lasts 4 seconds. Enemies near the fissure are inflicted with despair, which reduces their damage by 40%. Huh. That doesn't seem that bad. Really, combination with the Tempest here again, because it basically reduces the damage that other people do. So if I remember you to use that, I might. And right now I'm pretty sure that the leveling up is sped up, so that we test plenty of the skills. Because we're really leveling up very often. Okay, the ruins. Wolfies. Okay, and they are even running from something, so I'm guessing we're gonna be heading for a boss. What? Vengeful Void Spectre of the Lynx. Right. So is it like this gonna work for them? Maybe it did. It actually seemed to work. I was thinking that if they are the void creatures, they might be immune to void magic, other void magic. Apparently not so. Oh no, I didn't want to toggle my stance, I just wanted to click this to reduce their attack. Okay, amulet. Ursine Jade Amulet of the Owl. Wow, 11% attack speed. Cast speed even better, but minion health, we don't have minion, and then mana. Well, for casters this is actually quite solid. But I have the better crit chance and the damage and agility and whatever. Mine is better. Okay. Void Pillars apparently summon those dudes. Come on. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Luckily they are completely harmless. Not really doing anything at all to us. And Shattering Stone, as you cannot pick that up. And we might even right now use it, because I was curious how it works. Press F to open crafting. Destroys an item. So we are gonna put there, for example, like this. Aha! And you can get, yeah, this is how the crafting works. You can get basically the suffixes and prefixes from that. Void damage and increased stun chance. Shattering Stone. Shards. Crafting shards. Each shard represents one tier of an affix and can be crafted onto another item to upgrade that affix by one tier. These shards are primarily obtained by shattering items. For example, to add a new tier 5 maxed out affix to an item, 5 shards of the appropriate type must be added. Shattering items. When an item is shattered using a shattering stone, it is converted into shards. The amount of shards given is random, but can be as high as 1 shard for each tier of affix on an item. This means that a maxed out item with 4 tier 5 affixes could deal up to 20 affix shards, 5 of each type. However, it will very likely yield less than that. Fracturing. As an item's fracture chance increases, The likelihood of causing a fracture and the severity of the potential fracture both increase. Minor fracture. The item is locked and no further changes can be made to it. Damage and fracture. All affixes are reduced by 1 to 5 tiers. If this creates an affix with a tier lower than 1, it is removed. Destructive or other destructive fracture. All affixes are removed and the item is locked. Adding shards. Crafting with shards. Every shard upgrades its respective affix by 1 tier when applied to an item. Items can have a maximum of 4 affixes and each affix has 5 tiers. Each time a shard is added to an item, there is a chance to cause a fracture. This chance increases as higher tiers of affix are present on an item. However, affixes that are on an item when it drops out in the world will increase the item's fracture chance less than affixes and tiers added to the item through crafting. Right, so if we are basically making stronger already present abilities of the weapon or armor or whatever, it has better chance not to fail. Right. So let's do this. What did we get? Void damage. So can be applied to one hand axe about everything that I have. But I don't have the modifier item right now. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so what does that mean? Oh, this way. Okay, you select it right now from here. Damn it. Come on. Maybe newbie. Aha! It's actually having the maximum prefixes. Right. It doesn't have available slots, so you can see it at the top. This one is probably also not gonna be having anything. So let's try it on something like random. For example, this catapult, whatever. Aha, here's suffixes. And void damage is like prefix or suffix, or does it matter? No, it probably has to be a prefix. Yeah, right now it does work. So this is having only cold damage. And right now it's having 17 void damage. Okay, so this is how it works. You shatter the item, you get those suffixes, and then you can add it on something new. Nice. Crafting learned, I guess. So what do we have here? Cloven Axe of Stillness, Hurricane Primal Axe, Deft Rubbing. Melee attack speed, but otherwise it doesn't increase stats. I have so far found that increasing stats is incredibly important. And much more valuable than anything else. And Feline Imperial Shield of Tenacity, so... Minion dodge rating, that's not for us. We don't have minion, so... Do we have something to like throw away? Because I cannot go into town because the whole area would respawn. You can basically, in the demo at least, can go into towns when you are like at the end, so that it doesn't respawn or some kind of good spot which you might be in. So let's just throw away the silver bond and sort the items a bit better, which didn't help. Alright. Can it like be here? How big is the shield? Yeah, it's gonna be here. So the sword function definitely didn't function correctly. That was a bit better way to do things. Where do we go from here? Seems it's gonna be some kind of huge circle around. Let's try the bottom route. Yeah, no, you're behind me. I'm gonna get you soon, don't worry. And we are having some extra skills, so let's do those. Continuing on this route onto Abyssal Lair. Might be really needing all the points that we can get all the way, so not sure if we're gonna get there in here. Now demo, and next is gonna be the last branch ability in there, which we are looking forward to. The Battle Crit Strike. Already getting quite a good crit from this prerequisite. Oh, hello. Oh, well, that's a lot of people here again. Oh, that was some kind of stun hit in there, or something exploded. It seemed rather. Oh, maybe they're even draining our mana a bit. But at the same time, it could be also from our skill. Because I'm getting some skill points where basically the ability is taking a bit more mana. So maybe that's something that I'm not used to. But here, yeah, the highest damage. Increase damage per point, and then I'm gonna be heading for the Shattering Force. 10% chance per point to shred 40 armor. So yes, that's where we're gonna be continuing. We need a third skill point into Rapid Throw, and then the Shattering Force. Right, and we're back here. So going left side, and there's a waypoint. Nice. Let's activate that. Go back this way, because there were a few things that I needed to check. Hello. Oh, well, careful. Bit more careful I should be. Yes, exactly because of this. I need to get rid of those pillars first, it seems. Ah, a level exactly where I need it, thank you. Right. So the Shattering Stone and... yeah, we're probably gonna be coming into town now. Through the portal and the tome. What does it do? Slinger's Ancient Tome of the Owl. 9 mana, but poison damage, throw-in attack damage. Might be cool for the hammer, because I'm thinking it does affect that. I haven't tested it yet, but I think so. It makes sense with how the game goes. And 7 mana and health regen. This is having the 16 crit strike and 1 vitality especially. 1 vitality, look what that does. The poison necrotic void in there. Which is basically 50 to all. It's such a huge difference. Even though this is really tempting, I'm gonna stay with the 1 vitality thing. Just throw this away. Because once we go into town, everything is gonna despawn here. It's not gonna be staying. There was something green almost. Maybe I just... Never. Don't know. Moved over something. But anyway, Warrior's Greatsword, nothing. All that out of the ordinary, but the price. Wait, oh, the 52, that's not bad. And the skill, the last one, shield throw. So what does that do? Throws a shield in a line. Whenever it hits an enemy, parts shatter off and pierce nearby enemies. So basically that's a hammer throw, but a bit differently. Like some kind of flag grenade, basically. That seems really good. That seems really damn good. Okay, so 2 skills are staying. Dark Fisher, interesting, but we have already tested that. I'm also right now gonna be testing a different stance. The Juggernaut stance, for example. We have already tested plenty of the ephemeral one. Let's try the Juggernaut for the better defense. Let's see, the lower attack speed is quite significant, about 40%. Might not be exactly huge. Let's see how it's gonna do. We go top side, and that seems to be it for the moment. Oh well, we're slow. How can you see that, how slow we are? Huh. Well. Okay, so when we need to run away, we need to switch off. Let's keep that in mind. Let's keep that in mind. Okay, nothing new here. So I guess let's go to the town, as we said. go to square, and looking at the map, we're probably gonna be having about 2, maybe 3 more waypoints, so that seems to be the extent of the demo, maybe. Quite a solid extent, to be honest. Not really bad at all. Oops, right click. I'm gonna keep this sword. I'm gonna keep it. The lightning damage in there. For some reason I really like it. And for example, maybe if he could charge it and destroy it into some kind of useful shots out of it. The lightning damage, the melee lightning damage, or the chance to bleed and shock. It's actually not bad. If he could get some sword that he could improve, which is not this one unfortunately, but... Oh, here's a thought. Here's the thought though, can we actually shard the Slinger's Ancient Tome and get something extra for the Vital Ancient Tome? We probably can, because this is having only 2 things, so we should be having some empty slots. And this critical strike chance. Oh man, here we talking. I'm gonna do that. Okay, attack speed, cast speed. Yet again the attack speed. Right, let's do this. Let's get the shards into inventory. Why do I have this here? Well, at this point it's useless. We have quite solid protections overall. I can probably sell it. Those rings, lightning 69, but otherwise it could be useful. Quite plenty of lightning protection in there. So F. Or rather, available slots. You can put 2 suffixes here. Okay, so prefixes are done. So if you can get some suffix from here. Suffixes are mana and health regen. Well, I was hoping that actually those in the front could be the ones to take from here. Well, how about this then? The critical strike is unfortunately prefix. Damn it. Destroying this for the chance to get the vitality. Well, when this is already having critical strike, this is not really worth it. But if we can we like keep it for later? I haven't tested it. Let's do this. Shatter. Critical strike. Prefix is here. Can we like... Maybe we don't need to. If you like leave. And go back. Oh, it's actually gonna be kept there. So it's like kept on the crafting table. Okay, so you don't need to carry it with us. Aha, so that's basically an option. How to get pretty good stats out of otherwise not great items and keep them for later. Right. That's lit. That I do like. So what are we gonna be getting from you? I would like attack speed. But for some reason that's not being offered here. Only minion health and cast speed, so we can sell this then, I imagine. Protections, not entirely certain I want those. Here we are getting poison damage, throwing attack speed. Mana health regen. That's all kinda solid. And we get poison damage and throwing attack speed. Can you see that we are actually getting prefixes and not suffixes? So is there like some kind of rule to that? Shatter in. The amount of shards given, but can be as high as 1 shard for each tier of affix of an item. Affixes. It doesn't say that it's only for prefixes. Maybe I'm just getting lucky like on the prefixes. Strange. Anyway, that means I'm gonna be keeping those. Because it means I can, for example, make room in my inventory a bit later. Interesting. Anyway, that's a pretty solid crafting system, to be honest. That's making quite nice sense and opens solid options. And if you can add like the prefixes and suffixes options somehow artificially into already made things, then it could be also useful. Even more. Just sell all of this and go back. Yeah, you can see that it respawns. Basically, every time you go into town, everything respawns. Even after town portal, so you just kind of have to be careful about it. Sightless abomination. Some kind of big guy. Oh, some attack, come in. Okay, I'm gonna be like now just basically tanking you head on. But lower attack speed on the Juggernaut is really horrible. It's really bad, it seems. I'm gonna be fighting one extra fight with it. For example, this big one. Maybe the combination with the Tempest is not bad. Because the Tempest by itself is a solid attack overall. And if you are having like the bigger defense in that, it's taking quite a bit longer to get rid of them. It might be worthwhile in some situations, but I don't really like it. It's really decreasing the attack and overall speed a whole lot more than I would be liking. The Ravage instance, what does it do then? You lose 5% of your current health per second, but then emit an aura that afflicts nearby enemies with a ravaging ailment that deals void damage over time, but does not stack. Well, let's test it. We haven't tested it. We're playing demo, so let's test everything. Deft leather gloves of sparks. We're having plenty of armor in here, but otherwise it's nothing, just lightning protection. And this gives armor and +1 vitality. Yeah, I already see that we're keeping those. Melee attack speed by 12. 5% health. And lightning protection at 37. This is only 24. Okay. Even with the armor down, this is really solid. It's a really solid gloves. Yes, I want the leech out of this. I really do. I so hope it's gonna be giving me the suffix. Melee damage leached as health. Let's see if it's gonna be again the prefix or the suffixes. I want the health. Oh yeah, we did get it. Okay, so I was just basically kinda unlucky getting the prefixes, because it's kinda random what you're gonna get. And we got the melee damage leached as health. That's a huge one. That's really good. And tier 2 nonetheless. This is nice. I just hope that it's actually not gonna be like some kind of limited way or rather limited amount of those extra enchantments. Speed potion, refill rate, lightning protection. This doesn't do a whole lot. Doesn't have any nice skills. But we could look. Well, it's having 2 and 2, so probably doesn't have any open slots. No. Let's check all the equipment we're having. No. This one is having. Oh, this one is having the suffixes. So how about we actually give the melee damage leached as health in there? Seems like an idea. +1 vitality at critical strike. I don't think I'm gonna be losing this. Let's do it. Or how do we actually improve onto the level 5 or the tier 5? Every shard upgrades its respective affix by 1 tier when applied to an item. Items can have a maximum of 4 affixes, and each affix has 5 tiers. Each time a shard is added to an item, there is a chance to cause a fracture. Right. I don't know. Should be working fine. Oh no! Oh, and here I was hoping. Okay, so it seems like that we need to give it to a weapon. Disappointment is real. That's a shame. Yeah, it's apparently only on weapons. Not even any kind of helm is gonna be available for that. But the elemental protection... Let's do it. Edit elemental protection, which means that right now you are what? Adding 23 elemental protection. Thank you. Not bad. Our first properly crafted item. What is actually there? On the left side, I want to have a quick look. Level 19 is here. New skill specialization slot unlocked. Oh, come on, go back. A helmet and Assassin's Imperial Wand of the Ocean. Seems rather good. Crit strike at 39, elemental protection, mana regen, gold damage. That seems pretty solid for spellcasters. And what the helm does: 15 armor, I have 41 armor, 15 lightning protection, health regen, and potion use and minion health. Yeah, this is not better. Okay, so shield throw, we haven't tested that yet. But otherwise, let's go for the skills. Yep, let's go for the 40% additional critical strike multiplier per point. And here we are going for this, so that we can get the shattering force as we said. But anyway, what are we gonna be putting here? I'm thinking, since we're using the vengeance, that... is it possible? Yes, it is. It should be. Yes, it is. Oh, where do we want to go from here? A Zealot's technique. You take 10% increased damage per point while preparing to riposte. You can riposte up to one additional time. 6% increased attack speed per point. Potentially interesting. Reduce attack speed. You can riposte an additional time after you hit an enemy with vengeance. Well, increase damage if you are below half health. That's not a good place or other way to live, so not looking forward to that. 20% chance per point to attack with Dark Blade when you kill an enemy with riposte. Dark Blade is a melee attack that releases a sword that pierces through enemies, dealing physical damage. Maybe interesting. Chance per point to attack with a Dark Blade, yes. Dark Blade has 25% reduced projectile speed, but can ricochet one additional enemy per point. That seems to be basically the whole right part of it, concentrating on the extra sword thing. 15% chance per point to gain a Void Essence on kill with Vengeance. Void Essences grant 10% increased damage and 40 tenacity, and last 5 seconds. Intrigued, call me intrigued. 15% chance per point to gain a Void Essence, yeah, so those Void Essences, that is not bad, I think. An Executioner. Vengeance deals 15% more damage per point against enemies that are already damaged. That is good. Bolster, you take 5% reduced damage per point. Interesting. Feint Strike. Vengeance deals 15% increased damage per point, but has 15% reduced stun chance per point. And Punishment. Well, that's a long one. You have 10% chance to also retaliate with Dark Blade in addition to riposte. Dark Blade is a melee attack that releases a sword. Yeah, we have read that. Notes on this tree that increase the number of times you can retaliate with riposte do not increase the number of times you can retaliate with Dark Blade. And here, combo riposte, 10% chance per point to also attack with a Dark Blade. The Dark Blade really seems to be like the whole bottom part. And like something that they are more or less aiming us into. What I liked was this combination, the Executioner and Bolster. Wow, Dark Blade seems to be really cool if you can get there. But I like this combo for the demo that we're playing. Here and there. That seems to be enough for me. Rather enough. Something is gonna be fine. Already having 80% increased melee damage and damage over time, and 16% of melee damage leached as health. That's definitely helping us, I'm thinking. Right now having some problems slightly moving forward for some reason. Ooh. Those big blobs are here. Okay, so he's done. You are done as well. I'm getting a skill in here exactly so that you can go to reduce damage. It's probably gonna be leveling up fairly easily. Right now I'm really getting worried how we are like losing the ability to move a bit in there. Because you're not playing online, you're playing single player, so there has to be some issue with the geometry here or something, I guess. But I'm also thinking that we're really getting close to the end of the game itself, or rather of the demo itself at this point, so that might be also part of the reason. I need to mana. I actually had that, so they actually blocked me from using my skills, it seemed. For a moment there. Doesn't seem to be anything at the bottom. Temple of Ethera. Right, Temple of Ethera. No, those jugs on the ground are not to be destroyed, it seems. Yeah, right now we are moving a lot better. So it was probably some problem with the geometry in there, with how it was actually done. And they are definitely blocking our skill here. Maybe they are even stunning us. Yeah, they seem to be stunning us. Wow, that's dangerous. Okay, Void Pillar, you need to die. And right now we should be able to deal with the rest fine, yes. Alright, so what did we get? Spell damage? No, well, that's a nice one for Spellcaster, which we are not. It's really not bad. Anyway, and interesting boots. 35 armor, we are having 15. Her armor basically at 34 though, so that's even worse than this, and that's the reason why I was actually picking them up. So I'm fairly certain Ursine mercenary boots of the turtle are going down. As this is having better movement speed for 4 seconds of potion use and 12 health. Are they though going away? Because the 16% movement speed overall, without any condition of the potion, maybe better. It's maybe really better. I'm gonna keep that. And skill point coming where right now? 10% reduce attack speed. You can repose additional time. Increase attack speed per point. Seems like also a solid way to go. Faster attack speed, yeah, let's go for that. let's do that. So there are some enemies. Ah, here they are. So the game is almost telling us that maybe there will be a way in, but apparently not now. Oh, he teleported. Not sure if it was some kind of glitch. No, that wasn't glitch. That seems to be really the ability of the dude, of the monster. Basically teleported around us. But that is a big guy. I need to get rid of the void pillar first though, because they are spawning those void guys. They are damn annoying. So how about right now you die? A vengeful abyssal crawler of the hair, so he's fast. But I'm having quite a good spell against you. Oh, E. Potion, almost died there again. A lot of the time I'm kinda consumed by the battles, not really looking on my health. It would be like if it was actually maybe a bit more standing out. I'm thinking that it might be also part of the reason for that is that it's like a dark color and it doesn't really stand out, so you don't notice all that easily that something is happening with it. So maybe I would think about it, that it stands out a bit more, because for example in Diablo it really stands out a lot. Here so far I don't really have that feeling, so maybe that's kind of small thing. Maybe it could be helpful. Oh yeah, teleporter. Teleporter again. Nothing to destroy here. Get the skill points and such. We are having a note point again. Okay, so we are moving forward. You take 10% more damage. But the potion is a bit more healing. Yeah, I don't want that. I would probably keep the note points right now. For the Abyss Slayer, if we can get there. That's still gonna be about 5-10 levels before that's even gonna be available. Really not any kind of useful stuff here. And here, yes, the increased attack speed. I'm probably right now gonna be pumping into the attack speed, because that's a really useful thing. So what's this? Oh, that's lever. Wow. This dude seems kinda dangerous, maybe. But not really. Yeah, he doesn't seem to be really doing enough damage to us. Just get out of the melee range. And he got some nice things. Philosopher's Sash, which is health regen for 4 seconds, so yeah, you can keep that. Copper Amulet, 33 lightning protection, then something on potion use, health regen, and 1 strength, 56 fire protection. That's a solid fire protection right there. But again, I'm having an amulet with agility on it. And mana, and health, and crit strike, and elemental damage. They're just so much better than this. Even with the strength on it, and Cryomancer's 200 of conflagration. This could be good for shattering. 25% cold damage, critical strike chance. Yes, you're going into shard, into here, or maybe two-handed sword. Do I want to use that? Probably not, because I kind of like the shields. But this is a solid one. Let's shatter it. What did we get? Critical strike chance on tier 2. Chance to ignite on hit. Well, that's not exactly great. And I guess better than nothing. Come on. And there are plenty of those pillars, say it again, that we need to get rid of. Oh, come on, mana out. Problem. Let's right now try the stance in here. This is definitely draining mana. And it should be also draining health slightly. 5% of your current health per second. It's not exactly that bad, I'm thinking. But emit an aura that affects nearby enemies with a ravaging ailment. Deals damage. Let's see, let's try walking with it. Since I'm having quite a solid leech already through my skills, it might not really be that bad with the extra damage. Maybe... oh. Maybe even more useful than... oh, careful. Than the ephemeral stance that increases overall attacks and damage. Okay, level 21. This void essence is not bad, it seems. Looking at it a bit. Maybe move here a bit more. So that we can look at that and expand the void points. Adds 5 void damage to attack and spells per point. Increase attack and speed cast by 5% per point. Yeah, I'm going right now to the bottom. And this is actually active right now, exactly, right? Because this is really, we probably need to go all the way. So that's like a lot of node points gonna be wasted. They are helping us, so let's go for the node point there. Can I go back through the right? No, we cannot. So once you click, it's in. But then I'm kinda also looking here. So let's abandon it. I thought it might be better to actually go there. But yeah, the cone is not increasing fast enough for me. I'm thinking it might be slightly better to right now diversify a bit. Alright, plenty of enemies, dropping plenty of stuff, and a big dude. Okay. Okay, guys, stop this. Yeah, the void pillars. Okay. I'm also slightly thinking that yet again the sound is not exactly good enough. Let me know in the chat if it's like conflicting with my voice, but I'm thinking that the game was a bit more loud at the start. Right now it's getting slightly less so. So I'm just gonna be moving it slightly up. And Stained Tome. Oh! Okay, that's something for getting some shards into crafting. The +1 vitality in there. Hammer, no useless. Maybe for sharding. If we don't have the destruction, whatever. Stones, shattering stones. And ferrine iron greaves of tenacity. 33 armor, 6 movement speed, but otherwise everything for minions. Some tenacity. Not huge. Okay, Dolphin Mercenary Boots. Dolphin's Mercenary Boots. Yeah, not huge. But Conduit's Ancient Blade of Frost. Melee physical damage, melee attack speed, critical strike. That's a good combination, rather. And another 70% melee damage, lightning damage, increased stun chance. That's a really good sword, actually. It's a really good sword. Though I kinda want to keep the shield. I haven't even tested the skill with the shield yet. Let's do it. 4. Yeah, we will need a bit more enemies to make use of the shards from it. So let's find them. Yeah, there's a waypoint, alright. So waypoint in the temple. Might already go here again into the square to sell all the stuff at this point. And maybe keep a few things here and there for actually the crafting. Okay, so what do we sell? This, that. Critical strike chance, that might be good for destroying. This can go. The +1 vitality. Well, let's keep it for the moment. Those +1 stats. This doesn't do a whole. Oh, damage leached as health. It could be improvement in there. This is scrap. Likewise. This is interesting. For all the extra stats it's having. Spell damage, fire protection. It's really cool for caster. But we're not a caster, so let's sell. And those I'm gonna keep. Those I'm gonna keep potentially for shards into crafting, because that's really a lot of interesting things there. Suffixes and prefixes. Not sure if we can properly use them somewhere. But yeah, well, better to have them than be disappointed later. Okay, so this respawned all of it. Okay. Let's deal with you, I guess. Oh, E. Wow, almost dead there. Oh, that was so close. Can you, like, please die or something? Where are you all coming from? Who is actually damn summoning you? Well, not anymore, anyone. So hopefully that was enough. They were summoning themselves or something like that. Fire protection, fire damage. Throwing attack damage. Lightning protection those, but no increase in stats. So yeah, no thank you. Here we go to the bottom. And a lot of skill points here. So what are we going for? The hammer. For the hammer. Yeah, to shred. That's what we want. Here increase the crit. And there the speed. Nice. Nice and simple. Big dude. Oh, silence. Oh well. Here we go. Plenty of enemies everywhere. Oh well. Apparently he's kind of friendly firing himself, his dudes. So that's, I guess, kind of cool. Or maybe I'm killing them through my aura. That's probably it. Oh wow, this is a hit. Well, this is gonna be quite an interesting fight, and I misclicked. I clicked different than E. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit of a challenge. So halfway thinking this might be the end of the demo, maybe. Oh well. Luckily I don't have to refight this at the bottom. But the Ravaging Stance... it's probably not doing a whole lot to me. How about the Ephemeral Stance? 70% increase physical and void damage, but lose 7% of your current health when you use a skill. Lose 37% more mana from mana drain effects. Let's try the Ephemeral Stance then. Or maybe then the Juggernaut. Because that's gonna be very solid defense. I'm not entirely certain about it yet. We'll probably gonna have to test, because I'm expecting I'm gonna die a bit more. Yeah, he actually kept the low hit points, alright. So we don't have to re-kill him. Well, I was thinking that's gonna be something like that, which would have been really sad. But luckily they don't want to punish us that badly. What I definitely need to do is activate the stance, of course. Oh crap. And get away from all of those hexes on the ground. Signify all the spells. Wow, those are some dangerous spells like that. Okay. It's not good. I would kind of very much like to get around you. Back, because there are a few more enemies down the line. From the respawn, and I'm not interested in fighting them at all. I'm really not. Yeah, I'm gonna die here again. I don't see how I could survive this. Wow. They heavily own me. Well, they own me really bad. I don't think I was doing enough damage for anything. Or rather reasonably more damage, so let's try the Juggernaut stance. Got a better defense here. If that's gonna be the answer. Oh, get away, get away. Well, the decreased attack is noticeable, but also what is noticeable is the decreased damage I'm taking, significantly so. Dodged, blocked. I'm really dodging a lot and blocking a lot. So I'm thinking the Juggernaut stance is actually quite solid here. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Boss is dead. Goodbye. Oh, E almost killed me. New mode unlocked. Arena mode. Okay. Open the map to access the arena waypoint. Right, so we right now need to wait for all of these spells to actually dissipate so that we can... Wow, that's one massive drop. That's one hell of a massive drop. Can you see all of this? Cannot even fit on the screen here. That's solid. That is right solid. I'm trying to take a screenshot, hopefully it's gonna be working. Wait for it. Yeah, seems to be. Nice. And let's sift through the treasures of the enemy that you just killed. So shattering stones, of course. Oh, well, that's so many things here. Let's start with the green ones. That's all the green ones in here? No, no, no. It certainly isn't. Oh, so many big weapons here. And as I said, we even cannot get back right now to town to sell it. So we just probably can something or other shatter something here and there. Mercenary armor 36, health regen or potion use. 17 tenacity though. And 10% potion refill rate is not that crap. Minion, so that's not for us. Plus 26 armor, that's a lot of extra armor to be honest. Lightning protection. Let's wear that. The book. Plus some vitality, we have that here as well. Crit strike. Damage over time, minion damage and armor. Wow! 36 armor though. It might be even better than the 16 crit strike. How much do we have crit? 5, without it, still 5. So yes, for the time being, this one is much better. The 36 armor, that's solid right there. Boots, 38 armor, that's better. This is having the huge movement speed. Health regen and tenacity. Health gained on potion use. The health regen is really high. Yes, let's do it. Let's upgrade. A helmet, 44. This is basically only for the huge armor, so this is gonna be always better. Health regen, 7 health. Yes, that's coming up. And the weapons, yeah, well, they're just gonna be useless. Does somebody have, or rather some of them have something that I want to keep? As for the suffixes and prefixes... Melee damage leached as health, that I want to keep. This one as well. Yeah, all of them are having it. Right. And the armor on the ground is more or less useless at this point. And it's not really good. Anyway, let's just craft a few things. To destroy a few things, that's... Shatter, we got some... A leech maybe? No, we didn't. We got something more out of it. Let's try to get the leeches really out of it. This one is probably a bit more solid on the construction. Oh, 5 shards, and you can see that he can get as many of them as he potentially want. So good. You get more sword items a bit. Well, that's not really much of a sword right now, is it? This way. That way. That's better. Okay, so what do we have here next? Some kind of big armor. Casket, sash. Primal axe. Greaves and a mace. Okay, so this is not great. The helmet, 59 cold protection. I'm thinking this actually better reto. How to say it? Regain of health on potions is slightly more useful. Nothing good. Health regen only. This one is much better. The better armor on there. Up to 62. And the belt, for example, we are having still a pretty old belt with some health regen and plus 5% health. This one is not... well, 36 armor. But this one is having the plus 5% health, so health is gonna now go down by 13. But the armor is definitely gonna make up for that. Yeah, 36 armor is a whole lot. So, Silver Amulet, plus 1 Vitality, 28 armor, 9 crit strike. What does Agility do? 30 dodge rating and 3% attack and cast speed. Yeah, I probably want that a bit more than anything else. This string is agility and minion health. Yeah, not huge. Plated belt of the ox. Right now, what is not exactly costing too much, so that we can toss it. And it's big. Well, the helmet sucks. Let's get up this. The belt, health and armor and tenacity. Oh well, that's a nice one. 12 dodge rating, this is 27 tenacity, 27 armor. And then a lot of armor in there. This one I'm having is better. So right now, what with the rest? Probably looking at the cost right now. 72 on the Slinger's Terror Maze of Conflagration. It's not exactly more costly than anything I'm having, but this one is gonna be more costly. Slayer's Terror Maze of Sparks. Melee crit chance and whatever, lightning damage. Yeah, it's nicely expensive. So what is the cheapest here? 82. Yeah, 82 seems to be the loser so far. This is 97. 72. And the Kraken Beak is 75. Yeah, we don't have anything like that, it would be worthwhile. Lucy Mercenary Helmet, and it also offers Iron Armor for regrowth is 82, so yeah, that was basically the cheapest that we had that we could put away. Anyway, that seems to be it from this huge loot. Right now, even if we went back, you wouldn't be able to go back for the rest, because of course right now it means, or rather it would mean that everything is lost again. So right now we can also get away with Juggernaut and replace it with the Ephemeral Stance. Well, Juggernaut was the key for this battle then. Let's cut a bit more to the right, and yeah, that seems there's... Oh, maybe there is something if you go up here, if you can. Let's check here, there's nothing. And can we go up? No, because it seems like that the map is leading that. There's some kind of location, but we seem to be blocked from it in here in the demo. Terrace Rest. Where are we now? Well, it doesn't even have any kind of think anywhere, but arena has opened. Oh, I am whole again, but this is not how your story begins. You have fought valiantly, I think, in a different story, yeah, I just wasn't able to read that. Anyway, okay, so that's gonna be it for the demo. Thank you for playing the demo. If you would like to support our team in developing Last Epoch, please back us on Kickstarter today or at our website. Yep, so if you like the stream or the video or the gameplay overall that I have shown you, definitely do that as soon as possible, because their Kickstarter is gonna be ending in just a few days, on like Tuesday or Thursday or other Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. They're quite close to actually making it through with their goal of about $210,000, something like that. They're very high in there already. So if they could make it, I guess really the game was quite nice to play through. So yeah, really solid effort, especially considering this is pre-alpha. So imagine what they can do with all the extra funding and all the extra development efforts even further. So yeah, this is a very interesting project, and if you are not sure yet, you can even try the game for yourself, as I did right now with the demo. You can download it on their web, lastepochgame.com. You can also find the link into the Kickstarter in there, and basically all the extra information that you can possibly want about the game. So give it a look. They're also having Facebook, Twitter, and such things for themselves at basically the usual things, usual names, Last Epoch Game and such. I can find links, of course, on their web. And well, I really hope that you enjoyed the playthrough today. And if you are interested in more games like these and other games that I stream, you can find them in the past streams, like for example strategy games, Age of Mythology, Age of Empires, and you will play, for example, Kingdom Come Deliverance from RPGs, or even Diablo 2. Here and there, you definitely can follow me here. Would be glad if you did. If you visited me at some other streams. And of course, I'm having YouTube with past streams with plenty of videos in there already. And also Facebook and Twitter, where you can learn a bit before where I'm gonna be streaming, what it's gonna be, and what else I'm doing in the gaming world, as I'm, for example, quite a bit engaged in the Age of Mythology and Age of Empires communities. So if you're interested in anything like that, give it a look, give a follow, like if you feel like that. And well, of course, if you really enjoy the content that I'm producing, then there are a few options how to support me and, for example, help me into getting the 1080p in there, but that's very far away. So yeah, I'm gonna be streaming anyway, so really it's up to everybody. And don't feel bad watching and just basically lurking in the chat either. So thank you for watching. I've been Blackadder at Blackadder's Place, and 11th hour. This is a definitely very nice game, Last Epoch. So hope that you're gonna be finishing the game, which from what I have read is gonna be pretty much a reality right now. And looking forward to the full version. So again, thank you for watching everybody, and see you later.